sorts for things to hopefully get all of our heads back together. And I expect there's probably one or two things I got wrong in the recap, but if there are, I'm hoping that one of you will realize that and be like, hey, no, it was the other way around.
Olivia's the owner of the bagel shop. Yep. That should be in the recap.
Alrighty, let me go ahead and put that down. Does that mean Alvin was the Malkavian?
Sounds about right.
Okay, so let me get off the page I was working on and to the main page, or now. Last session, Pius was not here because Velrus wasn't here. So, Velrus, Pius was busy helping a certain lady move in, like what happened in the mini session.
Mm-hmm.
We have that firmly decided as being happening on this at this point in time. So, yay!
Ooh, Pius has a girlfriend.
Oh.
I don't really think anything
Cooties.
works. I don't think anything works down there. She's not on humanity and therefore can't imitate certain human functions.
I don't know these things.
And just sorry, y'all spoke at once. What was that?
Traditionally, wouldn't Lynette have teeth down there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, and to be fair,
we'll stick it in there.
You can still have a girlfriend and not have that be part of the relationship.
There are other things that you could do, yes, but yes, that would be interesting to see how that would work out on an emotional level, I suppose. Anyway, where was I? Right, the other three of you. Let's go to the right. I'll just go ahead and get into it. It is currently the night of Wednesday, the 13th of September, 1995. As it may be after midnight, it could technically be considered Thursday. The butcher has been delivered to the prince, with the expectation of a summons for a general court assembly to occur in the next several nights. Most of you have completed your individual tasks, even if some of those may have been with unforeseen backlash, or just not to your character's desired level of success. Looking at you, Olivia and Pius.
Fair.
You have identified Thomas Reynolds, a fellow fledgling on the cusp of being considered a proper neonate, much like yourselves, as the man behind the Daily Bagel's recent chain of problems. A tip-off from Melina and Bruce, along with their ghoulified ward, Lucy, have informed you that the latest problem is likely to be an upcoming health and food inspection. In the meantime, the Thunderdogs are still blocking off customer access to the bagel during the day, despite an altercation between them and Alvin's new maintenance hire, Joshua Smithings. As a side note, Jess, an employee, has been out sick for the last 2 nights, but is expected to return to work soon. Alvin has tasked Kyle with sending out some feelers to set up some sort of meeting with the owners of the other businesses on the street that the Daily Bagel sits on, and that have also likely been somewhat affected by recent events. You have found one of Thomas Reynolds' moles or agents within the University Precinct of the Seattle Police Department, one Officer Phillips, who seems to be working for Reynolds under some sort of combination of bribery and blackmail or extortion. They claim to have seen Mr. Reynolds meeting with the nighttime leader of the precinct, one Captain Norson. And as last session was wrapping up, Alvin, Ashley, and Olivia have finished acquiring a bit of vitae at a local arcade. Pius has spent most of the evening and night thus far helping move the belongings of an honored guest into the sewers near the Warrens. Does that about sum things up?
And Olivia owns the Daily Bagel.
Dude, that business would go under way fast if she owned it.
It wouldn't be under my name at that point. Can't fail the assignment if I never had it in the first place.
Do you want toothpaste with that coffee?
My delusion is that everything here exists.
What? I don't even understand that. Very well. So did I miss anything actually important?
I don't think so. At least not from what I remember.
Nope, I think you got everything.
Yes. I need to turn someone's volume up.
Yeah, Anna, I think your volume might be down.
Maybe.
Well, I have them turned up now, so yay. Go me.
May also just be a problem of mic positioning.
Yeah, could have been. I was flipping it on and off while trying to eat.
Oh,
Fair enough. What were you eating?
French toast.
Hmm.
We're having
Yummy.
breakfast for dinner.
Hmm.
Coffee and all.
So coffee, French toast, and
Nothing else currently.
oh, no full spread.
No.
I'm disappointed.
I only had like 40 minutes.
That's plenty of time. You could have easily griddled up some bacon, gotten some eggs going,
Yeah.
Preferably bacon and then the eggs. That way you can have the eggs scramble in the beef. In the bacon's juices,
Yeah. I don't like scrambled
which is
eggs.
unhealthy but incredibly tasty. Hmm. Right. Well, in any case, we left off with the three of you doing your feeding run. I believe it is, as I can't quite remember exactly what time of the evening this was, I'm going to say it's probably just after midnight. Is there anything the three of you would like to see done?
I don't think so. Not on my end.
I'm personally feeling like arson is an option.
Oh, I'm there.
But that one might be a little too obvious.
Oh.
Just a little bit too obvious, and if you actually did destroy Reynolds by accidentally arsoning his place and it got caught up to you, that would be a tradition broken.
Is it a tradition broken?
Yes. Generally speaking, killing another vampire without permission is against the traditions.
I'm not killing him. I'm just torching his building. If he happened to be in there, I didn't know.
You're just upholding the East Lansing tradition.
Still, considering that Thomas is the prince's grandchild, I doubt he would see things your way. You're welcome to try, though.
Blame it on the
However-
Malkavian.
I'm gonna send him
See,
a
the
very
difference with-
strongly worded letter. Dear Thomas, I hate your stinking guts. When I look at you, you make me puke.
God damn it.
Is that Little Rascals
Yes.
reference?
You're darn right it is.
Apparently
Miss
they
Kennedy,
quoted
sausage
it the
gravy.
other day at work.
Hey!
Now I want biscuits and gravy.
Don't you even bring that up right now, Andrew.
Did you also want biscuits and gravy and she couldn't be bothered?
Stephanie was mean to us.
I made biscuits
all
and gravy
like
for my last day of work, and I didn't let
didn't
Nick
share
have
it.
any. Yeah, I shared it with the people at work, just not mid-states employees. And then
didn't have any.
yeah, so
I'm
I
just
told
a
Nick to.
mid-states employee to you?
Oh my god, that's not your net.
Hey, I mean, was a clean team employee now. I didn't get any.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. I fucked up on that one.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
David left. There he is.
I'm back.
I am so confused right now. The levels of my confusion cannot be summarized in an easy to comprehend manner.
Steph is cackling in her room.
It was just funny because David's over there going, and then it just goes, okay, get off Discord.
Should I assume Derek is then therefore cowering in his room?
Probably.
Oh, that's funny.
Like a fat baby. Oh, bye, fat baby.
Ooh.
Well then, in any case, Yes.
I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna stand here and wait till things hit me.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. In that case, let me convene my thoughts for a moment
Sorry.
and throw this dart at this random board figuratively. Alright then. Now we will return, as y'all usually do, to the bagel. Because at the very least, that place is probably where y'all go to most of the time anyway.
I think the general idea was that we were gonna bushwhack the Thunder Dogs because I told the policeman that just don't look at that area when shit goes down.
Were you planning on doing that tonight, though?
I have no idea. That was my brain like 2 months ago.
That is very fair
Oh.
and valid and reasonable. Would you like to go to the Thunderdogs Stormer's Den?
We could probably do some recon ourselves, couldn't we?
Sure. Would you like to change your clothes?
I want a pet rat.
You live in the sewers. You can probably do that.
Yeah.
First, you have to show that you're responsible enough with a pet rock.
Okay.
You said rat, not rock.
Oh, I was gonna
I know,
settle
but
for
yes.
a rock too.
He has to start with
No,
the
no,
rat
no.
or the rock.
No, he has to start with the rock so that way he knows that he can not lose it, and then he gets the rat later.
My rock is gonna have so much horsepower.
Yes, that's a boulder, sir.
I feel like there's an inside joke here I'm just not comprehending.
SpongeBob. That was SpongeBob, I think.
Hmm. Right,
It's
that
just
makes...
a boulder. It's a rock.
Yep.
The pioneers
Very
drove
well,
these
to
boulders for
Stormer's
centuries.
Den.
Poor Andrew.
Are
He's
y'all
just
actually
in a barrage of stuff.
Yep, yep. Are you actually going to try and go inside Stormer's Den, or are you just kind of giving it a passers-by? Driving by, rather.
Am I still helping Lynette, or did they come and grab me?
They don't know where the Warrens are, and you don't tell them where the Warrens are. So you can try and meet up with them. We'll get on that in a moment.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure that we'll be at the bagel for a minute, figuring out how we go to the Stormer's Den and not immediately get picked out of a crowd.
Yeah, fair enough. You are at the bagel, possibly continuing to... What did I just do?
You shifted our sight.
You deleted
Yeah.
Pius, and how dare you?
I was still on the map layer, and I accidentally did something I shouldn't have, and now I can't go back in the right spot.
Control Z.
Please help. Oh, Control Z.
Keep going. There you go. Oh wait, almost.
There we go. I think that's it. Is that it? That looks good.
Looks
Thank you.
good. Yep.
Okay, let me still. Okay. So I'm still not used to the fact that you could, when you're still attached to the map layer, you can drag the map like a freaking token.
Yep.
That.
You'll be okay.
Yeah, I suppose I will. Okay, you'll have reconvened at the Daily Bagel. It is much cleaner now than it was at the start of the night when it was egged and
cleaned it,
other
yes.
things.
Yep. We had a little cleaning montage.
Currently, you're
Actually.
deciding tried and yes.
Sequence of events. We cleaned the bagel first after having the delivery of what happened throughout the day from the people. Then we went to go feed, and then we went to the police office.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought the police office was.
Nope. It was
Okay, fair enough.
1000%.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's been like a month and a half for me too. So yeah,
It took me
Yeah,
this
no,
long.
I remember that because I remember starting off with the bagel because you guys had to tell my character not to sweep the ceiling.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Because we started bagel, then we went to clean, then we fed, then we police office. Yep.
Okay, yeah, that does seem to make more sense.
I was gonna say,
Thank you for the correction,
There's a
and
lot
I
of it in the
apologize for not
chat.
being on point as I normally consider myself to be. But month of gap. This is what happens.
No, you're entirely fine. It just changes the context of like us leaving. So instead of us having to like find each other, it's like we were already together. We're just heading to Bagel to figure out what we do next.
Well, everyone but Pius. Pius wasn't with you at that point.
I
But
was helping move
now
stuff.
by the time you pull up to the bagel, you could probably expect to have Pius waiting on the indoors. Pius, how long have you been waiting there?
No, I don't know, probably about an hour.
What have you been doing in that time alone without anyone to stop you from doing whatever you might want?
Sitting in a seat and just grinning. And counting. He weirdly didn't touch a single thing. He just sat in the seat, stared straight, counting.
Are you visible from the windows, or are you at least back in one of the nooks?
Oh, he's just sitting there. Probably he. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, I guess he'd probably be in the back corner table.
Booth, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, booth, like in the shadowed area. I don't think he would sit outside like in the middle table. But wouldn't the lights be off?
Mm-hmm.
The lights might
Yeah,
be
so
off.
he's
but-
just sitting around.
Okay, fair enough. In any case, three of you have parked Alvin's car, have gotten out, reaching the bagel. Alvin is fiddling with the keys, unlocking it, and the moment you open, just right there in front of you, looking at you, is the grotesque visage of Pius, who seems to be currently counting at number
1,362 million. Where the hell have you guys been? I've been here for an hour. Waiting.
We got McDonald's.
The fuck?
point of contention. McDonald's doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
Its place is Otoli's. Which is a sort of meta thing in the world of darkness.
Pius just
We got
sitting
Burger King.
there. His jaw just drops because of the fact that you guys can eat normal food, and he's just pissed off now.
Did you want the kid's toy?
You had a burger? Yes, I do. Please.
It's a random Hot Wheels. Congratulations.
His hand is open in a high five position to catch the car.
Okay, y'all did actually go out for something, didn't you?
Yes, we did, but we didn't actually get Burger King.
You had people.
Yeah, we had Burger King.
Nice. Man, I wish there was something cool that I could say right now, but I don't want to say everything that I've learned with Lynette, so I'm going to keep a hush-hush.
Who's Lynette?
I don't know.
You're talking to yourself again.
Hey. All right. He just goes back to counting.
Alvin just kind of tosses his stuff in the documentation he's been able to pick up in the night onto the table.
You have found your knife. What do you intend to do with it?
My knife?
Didn't you say something about a knife you stashed under the table?
No.
Well, then what did you just say?
I said I tossed my keys onto the table along with the, documentation that we got.
How did I get knife out of that?
Yeah, I don't know how you got knife out of that either, dude.
Pius would look at the docs and inquire about what these are.
My problem, what Bruce and Melina have been able to procure for me.
These about the biker guys?
The biker guy is an upstart who seeks to become a neonate, not too dissimilar to the rest of us. And some case of bribery and extortion, blackmail, really.
So are we gonna retaliate?
Did you also get the bit I left in your little channel, Zeno?
Yeah, it's in the files.
Okay, cool.
So if you'd like to make that information publicly known, then you may certainly do so.
Okay, well, yes, as part of the information docket you got from Melina and Bruce earlier this evening, you also now know that Thomas Reynolds, or Longwell, as the current paper may indicate, operates out of a second-floor legal office above a men's boutique named the Gentleman's Armoire. It can be probably expected that he owns the building and therefore both, in the same fashion that Alvin owns the bagel and the apartments overhead.
I'm sorry.
Which is located roughly between the University District and downtown, so fairly close by.
Effectively, he's got to make a business successful out of making people look more proper. Which kind of sucks for him because, quite frankly, college kids don't have a whole lot of money in order to, I don't know, buy suits and ties.
Well, your choices lie before you. Do you wish to investigate that, or do you want to poke your heads around the Stormer's Den?
I say, well, espionage does seem like a good route to go.
Pius would be good at it.
We go to the Stormer's Den, then aiming to find something to cut them off from their benefactor. Or to blackmail their benefactor with.
Like wondering if they're suspecting anything out of the norm, aka a potential breach of the masquerade? Or something else in mind?
Oh, just any dirt that we can get. I don't fucking know. I don't tend to play characters that play the whole dirty, espionage game.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, Pius is completely fine with going in guns blazing or getting in intel.
Well, that's just it, is we don't want to break Masquerade ourselves, so we can't just go in guns blazing.
Unless you intend to kill them all.
Right.
But then that's also a problem because you don't necessarily know how many of them there are, and
No, we know that
even if
there's
there
no
are
more than 30. Bruce and
fair,
Lena did say that. We know there's no more than 30.
Can we send
fair.
them a message to be like, don't fuck with us? Like, maybe wait for a patrol of them and then attack them? Send them a message? I mean, if they want to play gang wars, let's play gang wars.
Well, the one thing that Alvin would impress is that if we start a gang war, that brings in every other neighbor to the Daily Bagel. That is not something that he wants to necessarily do.
Well, it wouldn't have to be our gang, per se. With the right intel, we could pit two gangs against each other, if there is another one. Now there are issues with each
It's a
other and off
city
of
in the
us.
world of darkness. There's always another one.
Bring the heat down on them and then allow another gang to somewhat step in and push territory. While giving us, some type of benefit or leniency. And then Pius would sit back in the chair and go, but that's just an outcast's opinion.
He seems oddly happy to call himself an outcast.
He is. He's ear to ear grinning. And Pius did come from thievery, gang violence, streets.
Yeah, bad chain of foster care homes.
Uh-huh. So to him, gang war is gang war. Whether it's subtle or explosive.
Girls, feel free to chime in.
Yes. We have 4 minds.
Mm.
That number
Well,
could be
you might have-
debatable.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a Malkavian here. You have more than one.
Very true.
I was thinking, why not try to find a way to strengthen them as allies? Maybe we can sweep them out from under whoever they're working with.
I think that might mostly come down to the income that they're able to be paid.
Yeah, that would be funds.
Mm.
And they might be getting a decent amount of money or whatever.
Just got to remember
True.
that the person that we're going up against is the grandchild of the prince.
Which means he has deep pockets.
I like how you said
Or
deep pockets.
at least some sort of measure of
Le-
slightly higher sort of going for here. Favor. Yes, favor.
Mm,
Although if he turns it out to be somehow incompetent, the prince would probably wash his hands of him rather quickly.
That's kind of why I was curious about the business that he's doing. Mostly because that is a very difficult business to make fully functional. Like, Alvin's going up against several other prophecy industries, sure. But there's ways to branch out with that. With a men's warehouse wannabe, it's a little harder. You're selling a higher ticket item, you're going off a commission.
It's somewhat between the university and closer to downtown, but it's like on the edge of the university district. It probably pedals to multiple areas. But yeah, you're not wrong. The desired clientele pool is probably significantly smaller than your own. The potential clientele pool, I should say.
Well, I don't have any problems going in with Pius and maybe looking around to see if we can't find something before we just head in or anything. Gathering intel would be better
mm,
Mm-hmm.
than going in blind.
yeah.
I think I could send a rat in there, maybe a mouse or something.
That's true. You could do that too. Try to find something.
And you two do look like you could fit in at a biker bar pretty easily.
Mm,
Problem is in Pius's overall general appearance being he'd be outed as inhuman pretty quickly.
I
But
will throw on
he
a
does.
baklava, and then over that baklava, I will wear a biker helmet. So if they take off my helmet, there will be another mask.
Or you could use that other power I believe you have.
yeah.
I could obfuscate 3.
Yes, actually make yourself look at least human, even if hideously ugly.
Yeah. And if that fails, I'll go with the latter. Or we could send in a rat. Or both. We can go in with a rat on my shoulder.
Well, you do have the ability to both call together animals of certain types as well as communicate with them,
We are about to
and
walk in with a flock of rats.
attempt to give them orders. That does require some finagling, but yes, these are doable things. As is changing your appearance and walking in, as is, well, yes, that.
It'd be Dishonored 2 all over again.
I've never played that game.
Oh god, it's so good. Or a Plague Tale, that's a good one too.
So what is your choice? Farmer's Den? Gentleman's Armoire? Something else? Neither?
I feel like it should be a unanimous decision.
All right then. Time to vote in character.
I only just spoke with the police today. If I show up at the Stormer's Den, I don't think that I don't think we're gonna have the backup we need if we do decide to cause a scene. Or I should say lack thereof of backup. Whereas if we show up at the Gentleman's Armoire just peripherally, see what other businesses surround this rival, what kind of shenanigans we can end up with. That, and it might be easier to guise ourselves if we're going just downtown rather than towards a biker den. We can send for some supplies to actually have proper disguises ready for us the following evening if we wish to actually take on the bikers. Instead of just going in half-cocked and all.
Okay.
That makes more sense, yeah.
That way, regardless of what you need, Pius, we can get you a proper disguise ready and set in the event that anything does go down. Proper
Deal.
biker outfits, things like that. These can all be procured.
I can't wait till we potentially go to a costume party. That'd be fun. I just walk in there and be like, "Hey, look at this! I look like you guys."
So that's Alvin's vote and wishes of relating to your objective. What about the rest of you?
I'll side with Alvin on this.
Same.
I mean, this is the bagel, and this is his kind of issue, so we'll deal with it his way.
Yeah.
Ah, you three smidgens of unlife, all rallying under another's banner. It's so adorable. So does that mean that you are going to the armoire? Or at least to
Sure.
scope it out or the like?
Yeah. We'll take a look at what local environs he's got to contend with and what kind of issues we might be able to stir up.
One moment, I just need to fix something because apparently it got busted. Maybe when I was doing the Z thing, I don't know. Is it? There we go.
I blame Anna. She failed her thaumaturgy check.
Oh, damn it, Anna.
It's always my fault. At least I'm not cursed.
In this game.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. At least in this game, I'm not cursed.
Or are you?
Maybe I am cursed.
You might be. Who knows? You should probably find a ritual to protect you from that.
More research. Got it.
Well, I don't have an exterior shot set up for the armoire, so you'll have to do it the interior shop, even though it's no longer open for the moment because it's after midnight.
Yeah, with just a mention door inside.
To say this is a good shot for like if we're peeking in from the outside into the window.
Yes, if the lights were all turned off and it was in hallowed darkness.
Yep.
We can imagine it with our imaginations.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Except oddly, it does appear that the lights are on, though the business sign up front currently does very clearly say closed.
What else is around the shop?
Well, right above it, there's a sign for some sort of very, very generic sign for some sort of law offices. Doesn't really even say what sort of law, but it's there. Around it tends to be more middle class establishments rather than like university style establishments. So there are a couple of other clothing options along the stretch. There's also a tax office and Similar vein, there's only one eatery nearby, and it appears to be some sort of wings place, oddly enough.
Oh god, it's Wingstop.
Not Wingstop, but there's definitely probably some sort of wings. It's the farthest one down on this particular strip, so. But just given how 90% of Wings places are sports themed, it's probably sports themed. It is also, however, closed, like everything else on this street.
It looks like someone's home.
Does indeed.
You will see movement out of one of the back rooms of the business, so at least as far as you can see in with the lights. And a man you recognize, or at least whoever of you recognize, emerges carrying a hanger with an attached suit bag.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for your time. It was most helpful getting this ironed out. It's in need of a new garment. Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. Whatever is given in reply, you can't hear, but even as Dr. DeCitus steps towards the doors that are normally the front entrance, the lights begin to be turned off one by one, and it becomes much harder to see in the back of the shop. He does, however, clearly notice you even before he's left the building, and gives you a nod as he exits. Ah, yes,
Were that obvious?
oh wait, are you, fair enough, I didn't even ask if you were still in the car, right? My bad. Are you in the car, opposite end of the street, or are you hiding? One of
I
those
was really
things.
just like picturing us standing outside the big bay window glancing in.
That's what I was picturing.
Here's my- Here's my
Olivia's
thing.
pressed against the glass, just ooh and eyeing against everything.
Alvin does not want to be seen anywhere near this place.
Fair enough.
At least not an obvious eye. Because, of course, that means that Thomas is going to know what's up.
Fair enough. Do you send one of the others up perhaps closer? Or are you all huddling in your car or behind out of view of an alleyway?
I mean, he's never met me.
Yes, he has.
He has?
Dr. Appendicitis was the guy you played the pool game against.
Oh, yeah! I remember him now. I just got the play on the name.
Wait, you only just got. Zeno made me think you all figured it out the moment I poked it up.
No.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
In any case, so what is the plan? Are you on the opposite end of the street? Are you in an alleyway peering out from it, very suspicious like?
Alvin
Are you?
personally just wanted to get a look at the neighborhood, see what's going on about the area, what kind of competition he might already have here. You know, if the lights were on, if one of the others wanted to go up and look and get an idea of like what was inside, that kind of stuff. Alvin kind of has an idea of what should be there
Fair
in
enough.
terms of what Adam is trying to peddle to other people, but
Sometime during the week, I'll try and put up another MS Paint shit show of a picture and give you an idea of what's on the street exactly.
now, if either of the two stealth operatives wanted to go and take a look-see, that's up to them, but
Oh no! Immediately seeing the professor, Pius knows right away. Even if he obfuscates, he will know. Like there'd be it's nope. His dominance in pool has literally frightened him.
odd that it's Pool that frightens you and not just the Malkavian and they know things.
Oh no, that doesn't bother him. It's the fact that he played so suave at that pool game and just talked to him so casually, like as if it wasn't even an effort. It bothered Pius to his core.
So Pius doesn't want to go up do sneaky things. Olivia, Ashley? I'm going to say that's a no then. Excellent. So instead,
Yeah.
y'all do a bit of a... what?
What?
Okay.
What stuff?
No, I was agreeing with Andrew because Dave because yeah.
He seems like a powerful Malkavian. I mean, if he could just sense that
Yeah.
there's something up, and if he already has ties with this store, he could heads up the store people that nope,
Yeah. Makes sense.
Oh yeah.
This guy's a
I-
shark
I-
in vampire clothing.
I agree.
You likely don't know how far up or how far down the totem pole he may or may not be. You do know he's not the primogen, but yeah,
He's still scary.
still scary to you, yes, as he should be. All right then, shall I rewrite that last bit as if y'all were just taking a driving past like one of the other cars on the road? Not that there's many cars out this time of night, but it is a city, so there are some.
I mean, now that appendicitis is in play, even when we drive by, he's gonna at least feel something or notice something. Because I mean, Olivia's right
Yeah.
there.
Doesn't
Or
mean
perhaps-
he's actively thinking about the network right this moment.
True,
Mhm.
very true. Because his mind is on the pressing of his clothes.
You have to
Yeah.
remember that the Madness Network is a odd in limbo kind of thing. If you focus on it, then you might be able to glean stuff. You'll hear passive whispers every once in a while of random events of other, Malkavians, but it's not like an all-knowing eye.
Well, if
We
we
can
do
go
drive
looking for
by,
things if you want to, but only if you're actually actively being like, "Hey, does anyone know this?"
if we all notice him when we drive by, Pius would look at Olivia and be like, "Do you think you could see what he's thinking without being noticed?"
No.
Shit. Then what the fuck is he doing here, guys?
Because I feel like if Olivia even attempted to try not to think about it, she would think about it too hard and just end up thinking about it anyway. Doctor, yeah.
And Pius would be just sitting there, just breathing over her. Did you figure it out? Did you figure it out? Did you figure it out?
I don't really understand what you guys are freaking out about. It's, snazzily dressed guy.
Getting his clothes pressed in the middle of the night, Alvin.
Yeah, they're late shift workers.
They're closed.
Just to be sure, Alvin did actually meet him, I believe, at the bar briefly,
Nope.
in the Elysium. Could be wrong though.
Nope.
Mm,
He does not know Alvin. And Alvin does not know him.
you're muted.
Yeah, Alvin had like a quick talk at the bar with someone, but it wasn't the professor. I can't remember who he talked to.
It was William Bruce initially, but I want to say he also then talked to the professor at some point. But
I
I
did
could
not.
be mixing it up.
Now, I was going to talk to an influential person, but all that was there was the Harpy and some other lady of ill repute.
Yeah, I rolled, and I think it was basically a primogen and the harpy, and you're like, nope. And Olivia's like, I'm going to take the gamble. And she found you amusing, so yes.
Nope.
If nothing else, you have gained cursory knowledge of Reynolds' place of business, as well as the knowledge that at least one kindred has some sort of business with him.
Chicken? How are you doing? No,
Very well,
not
thank
here
you.
for my food. Oh, she's so cool, girl. Not when you get near my food. Go. Good girl. All right. What are we doing now?
Listening to you speak with the cat on terms of how dare you touch my food.
While David goes and lets Kita out.
Oh yeah. How is the new puppy?
Not going
I'll have a new
outside?
puppy.
Yes, David wanted a puppy.
What kind of puppy?
It's a toy poodle.
A toy. I'm so disappointed in you.
It's not my dog. I have cats.
I am so disappointed in you. That's not even a dog. That's a. Oh my gosh! I pity you, poor thing.
Well, it was that, or wait till like next year, and he's gonna get a husky. So I was like, I'll take the toy poodle over the husky. That's too much.
Yeah,
Huskies
they
are
need a
very
lot of
active dogs.
exercise.
Yeah, we can't do that. We've got 2 kids with ADHD, and then David has autism, so like we can't do that. We got enough energy in this house.
Yeah. I feel you.
And I have depression, so I'm quite tired all the time. I don't want to do shit.
Should have
Yeah.
gotten like a. What you should have gotten was like a golden doodle. Those things are
Mm.
nice.
Eh. I don't like poodles that much, so this is just like eh.
Yeah, they're a cross between a poodle and a golden retriever.
Mm-hmm. My first dog was a retriever lab mix. That was a good dog.
So Labrador, why don't you get a Labrador?
Maybe next time. When we have
My uncle back
less
in the day
animals.
used to have 2 Saint Bernards. Those were big dogs.
Oh yeah. My sister has a Burmese mountain dog, which is similar to that. Really big.
Hmm.
She also has like a Chihuahua thing, but he's old.
A rodent.
Yeah, he's like he's like Chihuahua Jack Russell mix. He's a
If it fits in a
ugly ass
purse, it
baby.
doesn't belong under the species of dog.
I was gonna say, our youngest cat weighs like 3 times the damn puppy. I didn't realize how fat she was until I picked up the puppy, and then I picked her up. I'm like, holy crap, you need to go on a diet.
And then she starts glaring at the puppy for making her have to go on a diet. How delightfully wonderful.
But yep.
What's going on?
Hey buddy. Hey buddy.
Oh, I guess I died.
You didn't die.
I can't hear anybody. Sorry, that's what I mean. My head
You went deaf.
died.
You went deaf.
Her
Lord.
ears died. That's what died.
Yeah, there we go.
Nope, I
And now
can't
they've
hear
been
shit.
resuscitated. Or not, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, Percy, did I wake you up? I'm sorry.
That's
just
there.
cover your face back up.
Get away from my food. Go.
You're all making me
Bad
hungry.
girl.
This is unfair.
But Mom, I'm hungry. Feed me
Oh,
your
you-
food. My food's not good enough.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I can't exactly blame them for that.
We got Panda, so.
Ooh, nice. What'd you get at Panda?
Steph got chow mein and honey walnut shrimp with orange chicken. And then I just got grilled teriyaki chicken with fried rice.
Mm.
One of these times I'm
Grilled
gonna have to
teriyaki
make.
chicken is good, but picking anything but chow mein is heresy.
I like fried rice.
Fried rice is really good, depending on how many veggies are in it. You got to get rid of the veggies.
Yeah, but of
Nah,
all the
it's good
Chinese
with 'em.
places that I get food at, I like the noodles at Panda Express the best. Them
Alright.
noodles.
See, I'm a
I'm
picky
putting some
Chinese
popcorn in the
person.
microwave right now because
I-
y'all are making me hungry.
David has to make the Chinese food.
Everything is good.
He makes really good General Tso's.
Be right back in, I guess, 2 minutes.
Engage.
Alright. There we go. I got it back up. Sorry.
You're good. Andrew went to get food. Warm up food, something like that.
Fair.
Popcorn.
Yeah, we made him hungry.
We tormented him too long.
Rude.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back. Fiona.
Mom,
Get the full name
Okay.
treatment.
give me your food.
Come here. Where's your paw?
Ouch, she gets stuck again.
Yeah, in my neck thing. Damn it. Fucking everything's everywhere. I need a better desk. This sucks.
Soon, my sweet, soon.
Hey, baby. Okay, never mind. Fine, whatever. You just walked away from me, like, who knows? The fucking bitch.
Knows what she
I'm
wants
back.
and what she
Is
doesn't.
everyone else here?
Yep.
Yep, I'm back.
I'm eating popcorn now, and I blame everyone.
I mean, it was dinner time for us, so we all just got food.
And it was dinner time for me too. I was busy trying to write up a prep outline that didn't go as deep as I wanted it to.
Ah, you're all good.
Mm.
It did what was necessary.
Oh, yeah.
And I put extra salt on the popcorn.
But did you put butter on it?
No, it was already. It's like one of those microwave packets. I just,
I hear ya.
Me too.
I used to have this butter spray thing that you would spray it on, and it would taste like movie theater butter. But they don't sell that anymore, or rather, I haven't found it.
That's lame.
In any case, are y'all returning to the bagel then? Lest y'all be seen by believing Dr. Fun Person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could do a roundabout around the block to, do a second pass or two just to get an idea of what else is around. Really soak in the area. Does there seem to be any alleyways or, delinquent-like types that linger around the area?
Alleyways, absolutely. Whether or not someone actually lives down there, that thing you want to check for?
Basically, just want to see like what kind of nightlife this place has.
While you are in the university district, which does have something of a nightlife, this is on the edge, and it appears to be a generally more grown up, I guess, for lack of a better word, section of it. So not as much as even a few streets over.
Mostly, I just want to see about what kind of people we can get some reads off of as to the ongoings of the area. Unique visitors and the like. How Mr. Longwell's establishment has been received over the last not even a week, I suppose.
Assuming it's only been here for that long, yes. In any case, yes, there's probably still a few people walking around, though most of the ones here are probably on their way to home to whatever apartment they have, which is more than likely above one of the other establishments here. After all, space is at a premium.
Can we eat them?
You sound really loud now.
We,
Like you're gargling the microphone.
What is the
is it
sound
still
I'm hearing?
gargling?
Who is that?
Oh, that's a half and this started off without me realizing it. Give me a second.
Oh, it's Stephanie. Her voice has been mutated.
Oh, God.
Is she using a
Sorry.
voice changer?
Yeah, I didn't realize that popped up. That's why I was having trouble. It was trying to switch over to all of this.
I was like,
I'm
there is
so
some
sorry.
big burly black man that is talking to us right now.
That's why I was having
It's like, and
issues.
CP isn't on.
Did that clear that up?
Or one, for that matter.
Or one.
One's not burly though.
Fair.
Yeah, CP sounds burly.
He's 6'6". He should be.
Yes. Dang, he's 6'6". That is tall. Holy
He's also
crap.
got a bit of a belly because he has a condition where he can't feel being full.
Oh, wow.
So his mind doesn't get a shut-off signal. So he tries and watches other people he's eating with to determine whether or not he should stop eating.
Aw.
My half-brother has the opposite condition where his body never gets an impetus to eat. Like, his stomach never sends his brain the signal, hey, feed me. So
Oh,
there's
wow.
no desire to consume food. The only time he eats food is if it's something that he really, really likes, or if he's being pressured to eat something. Which means his condition is not very good.
No.
In any case, you wish to stop one of these random inhabitants and try and converse with them?
Depends on what kind of inhabitants they look like they are.
Yeah.
Well, as I described, most of them are probably on their way home. They seem to be going somewhere. I mean, they're not just lingering around on the corners. It's a little too late at night for that for most of them.
Okay. We push Ashley out of the vehicle to go talk to people.
You push who out?
Ashley.
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 Ah,
The most
Pushing
normal
up-
looking out of all of us.
pushing the bookworm out to go be an extrovert.
Oh God.
Come on,
Sink or swim.
Ashley, you can extrovert for me.
Sink or swim.
I guess Ashley got pushed out of the car.
Alvin's School of Hard Social Knocks.
Get good scrub.
I guess Ashley starts walking around outside.
You're walking around outside, they're walking around you whenever you come up to one. Are you actually going to try and talk to them? Or are you going to look like you do, but pretend they don't want to listen to you? And that way you can get out of this.
I might try and actually talk to them, but I'd have to like have a good reason why I'm talking to them, I guess. I think I would be a little. They probably wouldn't talk to me if I just walked them and was like, "Hi, I'd like to talk to you." They'd probably just walk the fuck away. They'd be like,
Crazy
"Oh,
person at
crazy
night.
person. Yep, crazy person. Keep walking." I mean, that would get me out of have to talk to somebody though. Just-
Yes, filling your assignment
out
here
of it.
would get you out of it, yes. I mean, it's
Oh.
not even like Alvin asked you nicely. He just punted you out of his car.
yeah.
Correction. Sino just did.
Rude.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah. Sure.
Especially when you don't even know like who to stop and ask like any questions. Just I mean, I guess you could use like your aura reading and stuff to see if anybody has something weird going on or
Probably.
It's the here, do something.
Just say I have something I'm sure I could do. Is there any like still water around? I mean, it's Seattle. There's got to be something.
Yeah, there's probably some, but it's not the type that stands here for a while. So it's, I mean, puddles like this are probably gone fairly quickly, so they wouldn't necessarily have time to collect a whole bunch of what you might be looking for.
Well, shit. That would have been helpful. That could be helpful.
what do I have?
Dominate would not work. I can only say one word.
Or I'm not sure what level of aspects you have. Sorry.
I just have the first one.
Oh, heightened senses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't see R's with that. You need 2 dots to see R's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
No, I realized. I thought she had number 2 also. I didn't realize she only had 1.
I hadn't gotten that far yet.
No, that's okay.
Nope, I'd actually have to probably talk to somebody because I don't want to use medium on anything.
That would also rely on there being a ghost of some kind around here.
Yeah. With what type of buildings that we have seen, it's probably someone that's in the legal political field.
Or just someone that's has an apartment here.
Or someone who has an apartment.
Will probably be most of them. Are you going to try and approach a specific kind of person, or?
Probably not. I think she'd just go in as at random because she wouldn't know how to do this. She just got kind of thrown to the fire, so to speak.
This is your night of having to extrovert. First, you had to go and seduce a dude at the arcade, and now you're gonna have to do some chatting with people in open district.
Whoever she runs into, she just have to make it seem like it was an accident that she ran into them. But
Oh,
beyond
so you're
that,
going to try the old. You're going to try for the old conversation starter of pretend you ran into them, and stumble a bit, and
Yep.
go from there.
Pretty much.
And pickpocket them too.
I don't know if I'd
If
be
they
able
have
to
any
do
money,
that,
give it
but
to me.
I don't know if I'd be able to do that, but
Olivia is mumbling random things in the car with you unable to hear her.
Mhm.
The others
I know,
hover.
right?
Nope. I'm just looking back in the car after being shoved out, and I see her mouth moving, but I have no idea what she's saying.
Hmm.
Give me some cash. I need some money.
Ashley just pointing at her ear. I'm like, I can't hear you.
It's like, yeah, I know you can do it. Thanks. Because you can't understand what you're saying.
So Ashley'll just like thumbs up, like, okay.
Like, okay, whatever.
And as you're having this weird exchange, some guy with his eyes closed, listening to like these really modern looking headphones, well, modern by the 90s definition anyway, really attached to a Walkman that he's carrying in one hand, and he just kind of accidentally almost knocks you over. I mean, I don't think Ashley's particularly strong, but his eyes will flare open, though they seem kind of dazed, and he reaches out with his free hand to try and grab your arm before you can tumble to the ground. Oh, hey, girlie, how's it going?
Hi. Are you okay?
Oh, fine, just fine. It's kind of late, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, just a little bit.
Hmm.
Nice
You look
headphones?
different. I've not seen you around here before. I mean, I think I'd remember someone looking as nice as you.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of new. Still trying to find my way around here.
Yeah, me too. Kinda. I moved up from Cali like a month ago.
Oof, Cali. Been there a couple times. Nice views. A little hot.
Yeah, it depends where you go. I mean, like, if there's one place I've never been to it, but I've heard about it. It's called Truckee, and supposedly it's like the coldest place in the country. Well, by averages or some shit.
Sounds interesting. Didn't know that.
Well, that's like about my limit of intelligent conversation starters. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I'm better than I can ever do. I'm not great with people.
Yeah, I just try and be chill and just kind of roll with things. Well, in this case, I think I just rolled into you. So, sorry about that. Bygones.
No worries. I'm Ashley. What's your name?
Name's Darren. Two
Nice.
R's. I think. My parents argued about that all the damn time, so I'm not sure.
I would agree 2 hours would probably be better than 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It looks better when you're writing it, though. So, it was that. Can I do something for you?
Just trying to figure out where I'm at. Like, where am I? Like, I know I'm in Seattle, but I don't know where in Seattle. Like I said, I'm a little
Oh,
lost.
well, I mean, like, universities that way, big downtown buildings that way. I mean, street signs over there. I think it's currently like Smithson or some other like shit name. Probably from someone that like paid a bunch of money to get like a street named after him. I don't know.
Mm.
Anyway, you want to like, I don't know, come up for like some coffee or something? I'm almost to my apartment.
Sure.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's great. Right over here, I'm like, it's kind of out of place though. I kind of wish I had got one of the apartments closer to like something like, actually nice. Instead, it's like, I think the best thing on this street's probably the Wings place, and that's pushing it.
Mm.
It's not my speed, man. I'm not saying that like they're ugly or nothing, but it's just nothing I'd be interested in.
Yeah, no, definitely understand. I have a pretty shitty apartment too.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. We all been there.
Yeah, young and poor.
Okay, sorry. One moment. Just in any case. So yeah. This way. Yeah, it's right over there. Gotta go up the side steps and stuff.
Oh, okay. Lead the way.
Sure. Just let me like pause this thing and put it up, and he starts undoing his headphones and the little Walkman that somehow manages to fit into his pocket. But he's wearing cargo pants, so that's probably why.
Maybe some old Jenkos. Those would hold a
Something
lot.
like that, yeah.
So what kind of music you listen to?
Yeah, all sorts, man. If it plays, I'll listen to it. Doesn't mean I like it, but I listen to a lot. There's this like a few streets over that way. Well, probably a little bit more than that. There's this place called Bangers. It's just got like the best selection, and the guy is like super friendly too, even if he doesn't look it.
Like
And
a
out of character, Bangers is actually a store that's on the Bagel Street.
Nice.
Okay. Something to look into.
What kind of music you listen to? I mean, I don't judge.
I listen to a lot of like Nirvana, The Cure, Tool, grungy stuff. I guess I don't look the part,
Hey.
but you know.
I usually listen to that stuff on Wednesdays or just any sort of day when, I feel like it.
It's my go-to. Tends to annoy the neighbors. Play it a little loud.
Yeah, I try and keep my Annoy the Neighbors stuff to like, the work day, I guess, when I don't have class or something. But I totally get you. And that's only because one of the neighbors is this really scary lady who can just like, I don't know, man. I just get the idea that she can do things with that rolling pin.
A little violent potentially.
Yeah, she's got like the stare that just stares deep into your soul, like she's going to reach in there and grab it if you don't start doing what she's telling you.
Sounds like how my not really my father, but basically my father was. He had this stare that terrified me till I got older and knew I could just run away one day.
Trouble with the folks? Yeah,
Well,
I hear that's not too uncommon.
yeah, well, my folks died when I was really little, and so he's more my godfather. He was a little overprotective.
No, I'm sorry poking at like, bad memories or shit.
Nah, not nothing bad. I mean, we're not on talking terms since I moved out, but anyway, nothing. That, let's turn away from my dark past.
All right, just so long as you're comfortable not turning down mine. I mean,
Go
yeah, it
for it.
goes
I love
both ways,
stories.
yeah.
I love
Oh
stories.
no, I mean, I meant like, let's not investigate mine,
Okay.
but yeah, easy misunderstanding. It's fine. Here
Well,
we are, just up the stairs. We're on the 3rd floor, by the way. And out of character break. Olivia, are you going through with slipping away from the car?
Yeah, I let Pius and Elvin know that I'm going up. Ashley didn't get to know, so I don't know if she knows that I'm following or not, but I'm following behind them and gonna slip in behind before the
Okay,
door
but
closes.
you cannot go into obfuscate until no one is watching
That is correct.
you. Mhm.
So
I'm
look
not
away.
watching her.
Cover your eyes. Poke your eyes
Yeah.
out.
Go follow your girlfriend.
What little obfuscate do you have?
I have level 2, I do believe.
Okay, good. That means you can actually move while obfuscated.
Yeah.
And back to Ashley and Darren. Are currently climbing some exterior stairs. Unfortunately, unlike the bagel, it's not nice enough to have interior stairs. Probably means this is a lower rent apartment to those. Weirdly enough, considering the businesses on the street.
Slumlords. Potentially.
Potentially. Yeah, and here we are. Just give me a moment to find the frickin' key.
Yeah, you're good.
And there, that one. Clink, clink, clunk. And the door opens. It definitely has a whine to it, like a door very much in need of meeting with a bottle of WD-40
Or some cooking spray. Cooking spray works.
or some cooking spray.
He might actually have that.
All right, this place is mine. Pay no attention to mess. I usually keep most of the mess to the bedroom, so the sitting area should be fine. Nothing fancy though.
No worries.
This is the first time I brought a girl up here since moving here, so yeah, please don't be harsh.
Ah, you're good. I've seen worse.
Yeah, well, at least I'm not worse. That's good. That's good. That's always good. Anyway, I'll go ahead and make
Alrighty.
that coffee. Or do you prefer tea? I mean, I got a couple of tea bags here. I don't even know what's in them, but it probably makes something.
You can keep your tea bags. I'll take coffee.
If this was another decade from now, that would have had entirely different segment.
I'm writing all the notes, by the way.
Fortunately, I don't think teabagging has been a thing yet.
Not yet. No.
Well,
Early 90s was like.
we can just say that the Cali boy is the one that invented the tea bag.
I like it.
Well, that is my impetus for this guy is kind of like a really tired dude bro surfer, I guess.
Keep your tea bag, Cali boy.
I mean, she and him can be tired together, it seems.
Hmm.
Can I move tea bags around without anyone noticing? Or the coffee cups and stuff?
I mean, if they're not looking at them, probably.
Damn. And I can't tell them to stop looking.
Yeah, you can't exactly tell them to stop looking.
Just pay attention
I'd
to see where
love
their
to.
eyes are at.
True.
Just watch to
Because
see if
if they're
they're
not
looking at
looking if they're not looking, I want to move a cup just a few inches down. Just to be a dick.
And he's human, so he might not notice right away, but Ashley might.
Hmm. Now, when you say you're moving a cup a few inches down, what do you mean?
The counter, probably.
Yeah,
Okay. You're
on the
not trying
counter.
to knock it over or anything, right?
No, just like move it slightly down just to screw with them.
The idea
Okay.
if you remember putting something down at one spot, and then you look back and it's in another. And you could have swore that you set your keys down on the table, but now they're at the kitchen, counter. What the hell?
Just like small little mind game, that's all.
So one moment when he's looking over at Ashley, you move the cups around a little bit. He turns back and kind of pauses in his sentence a bit. Man, I must be out of it.
A little late. Probably. Might be getting a little sleepy.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. But yeah. Coffee ready in a few minutes, I guess. I hope. As long as this thing goes out on me.
Got any
What you been?
preferred coffee shops around here? I'm looking for a new place.
Not really. I mean, like, there's several. I mean, a couple. I hear a new one opened up recently, but I haven't been around there. I hear there's like some scary stuff going on down there these days,
Hmm.
which makes no darn sense because normally gangs stay away from this section of town, but I feel like a freaking old fart, just like being all curmudgeon-y.
Curmudgeoning. Interesting.
Like complaining about how like kids these days or some other shit.
The fact that Surfer Dude Bro knows that word is very surprising.
That's why I questioned it. I mean, if he's
big
maybe
words.
he's going to a university, then maybe he should know that word. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or maybe
maybe
we're
it
just
maybe it
judging
came
too
up
hard.
in maybe it came up in this week's literature thingy. That's the like required literature course, and so he knows it for this week, but it will be gone from his brain by next week.
There we go.
It's the word that he himself asked, like, what the hell this means in class and was thoroughly embarrassed by, and now he cannot forget it.
I hope he's not trying to be an English major.
Well, do you want to ask him what he's majoring in?
Sure, I'll ask him what he's majoring in.
Oh, it's just arts and stuff. They told me I had to go to school, so I went to school, and that one seemed like the easiest. I mean, I don't need that much money, so it's not like I need to get some freaking like uncomfortable suit wearing job or the like.
Hmm. What kind of arts? Just like in general arts?
Like Associate of Arts. I mean, it's a pretty basic degree.
Just like him.
Yep.
Hope Olivia's keeping that in her mind.
Yeah, she's saying it in her head. And anything that I make her say, it's in her head because she knows kind of to keep quiet, but she wants to still mess with him.
Hmm.
Any books? Do you like books?
I mean, I'm not much of a reader, but occasionally I do like something, I guess. I mean, most of the stuff they tell us to read in literature class is kind of dumb, but occasionally there's like a good thing in there or two.
Makes
Definitely
sense.
not Ashley's type.
No.
I don't
Teacher
know.
just says I need to find the right thing to read. I just need to find like my preferred subject or some shit. But well, I mean, if someone wants to point that out to me, that'd be great.
Well, what kind of stuff do you like to watch, or play for video games? If you play video
You mean like
games.
at the arcade? Shoot. I don't really like the shooters. I'm not that good at them, but I do like Mortal Kombat. Oh man, that stuff's so good.
I was just at the arcade earlier today. Probably why I got turned around.
Wait, the near one? The one over on blah 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 blah, and it's probably yes, that one over on blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I think. I'm not good with the street names. That's like I said, I'm kind of turned around. I have no idea where I've been.
Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. I mean, that was me basically a couple months ago when I first moved here. It took me ages to learn where everything is. What about you? You a bookie girl? What kind of books you read?
Oh, I tend to stick with fantasy. Obviously I have to do studying for school, but
Hey, we don't count the studying. I mean, unless I guess it's literature class, then I guess does it count? I don't know.
Not really. I mean, I guess you could count it, but those books in high school that you have to read, I don't really count them. Those are only to pass.
Like what? Little House on the Prairie?
Like,
I vaguely remember that being a thing when I was like, they had us read stuff, and I didn't like that one. It was about a little girl or something growing up in a house in the woods, or I
It
don't
would be a
remember.
prairie, not woods. But yeah, that would have been one, or like anything
Correction, out of
Shakespeare.
character. The very first book in the series is about the woods.
Oh, is it? Okay. See, I didn't read those.
Out of character, I did read them all when I was in school.
Oh, Jesus.
They were in the library. Although what constitutes them all has changed significantly between now and then.
Hmm.
Anyway, sorry for interrupting. I couldn't resist, though.
Oh, you're good. I guess it'd be hard to find a book to read involving like anything close to Mortal Kombat. I mean, you probably could find something for Mortal Kombat-esque, but I don't know. What about movies? What do you like to watch?
Oh, I'm like out of character. I gotta remember this is like
95.
95, and most of the movies I vividly remember that aren't children's movies that happened after 95, like 95 to 2005 or so.
It's a good thing I did my research.
Yes, yes, you did very well in your research. Take your golden star. Like I don't know. I mean, like Die Hard. I guess that was pretty nice. I do like some good action stuff, but I mean, not just action. I mean, there's some decent comedies that show up every now and again. Not much for romance, but I did see that Batman movie not too long ago.
So basically, action books. Can't give you too much on that one. I'm not a big action person.
I mean, you say fantasy, but what even is fantasy? Is that shoot, what's it called? I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. I mean, like that's like what, like magic and swords and stuff.
Yeah, they can be. Yeah.
I mean, that seems like it'd be pretty cool to watch a couple of guys going at it with a sword and like casting some sort of spell, like "I shall smite thee" or something like that. You know, was He-Man a thing at this point in time? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, He-Man was
Yeah,
a
I was
thing.
gonna say that in the
Oh,
80s.
okay. In
was a
that
thing in
case,
the 80s.
like He-Man or something like that was fun back in the day. That was fun to watch. Yeah.
Wasn't much of a He-Man, but it was an
That's
okay
fine. I think they
show.
made it mostly for guys. I'm
Thundercat,
offending you, am I?
Oh
Attack
no.
of the Killer Tomatoes.
Hmm.
Power Rangers was a thing.
Oh yeah, Power Rangers going on right now.
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Rocco's Modern Life. No, not yet.
No,
Ren
not
Stimpy.
yet.
No,
Ren
not
Stimpy,
yeah. I
though.
mean, yeah, Rens to be. Yeah, we're about to enter the golden age of Nickelodeon. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, coffee should be done. Here, let me pour you something.
I fucked it up. Oh well.
Okay, I think that should be good. Here you go. The
Thank you.
mugs are clearly not identical. You'd probably can roughly estimate from that and from what you see near the sink and what's probably in the cabinets above that there's probably very few dishes, plates, and cups that actually match each other in this place.
Typical poor person. Just little leftovers from a home.
Broke college kid. Yep.
Mhm.
There does appear to be a few milk crates stacked in one corner, likely used as optional sitting if necessary.
Those are quite uncomfortable.
Likely a beanbag around here somewhere. Beanbags. I miss beanbags. They'd probably hurt my back these days, but I do miss them. Just plop.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley will just sip on the coffee and kind of stare around his apartment, see what there is to try and talk about, because she's getting
So
lost.
I'm like, other than books, what do you like? I mean, just books? Do you just go down to the library on your days off, or I don't know. You like swim? I like to swim. Not as much up here though. It's kind of the water's a lot colder.
Swimming's not bad. I used to live kind of near a lake, or the lake, in my town. It was, it was okay. I'm not a big swimmer. I don't like the deep too much. Kind of creeps me out.
What, the sharks? They won't bother you. I mean, like, apparently, according to like one of the brainiacs in my class, like, you're supposed to be like, I guess, more likely to be struck by lightning on like a clear and sunny day than you are to be bitten by a shark. I don't know if that's true though, but if it is, it sure sounds cool.
That sounds very unlikely, but I mean, maybe? Nah, I just don't like not being able to see the bottom. Don't know what's down there. Could be a shark, could be
So you'd like
anything.
to go to like one of those fancy beaches in the Caribbean where you can just see straight down, man. I've seen pictures of that. That's so cool.
Yeah, those are some pretty views. Wish I could go, but too broke. Can't do it. Maybe one day. As she thinks in her
Having
head, never.
having given you your coffee, he will sit down on the chair next to you and just kind of like take a sip out of his own and kind of have a faded expression on his own face, but he's still looking at you.
You look very tired.
Yeah, I just been out all day. I got up at like I don't even think the sun was up when I got out, and I just got back. Part of that's for classes, but my friend also had like something he wanted me to help with, so I did that too. Because you gotta help out your friends if you want to keep friends and make friends and other stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of why I'm out and about tonight, was trying to catch up with a few of my friends, but they lost me.
They lost. That's so funny. Oh, that's why I got wrong there. There we go.
I can just picture the three of us out there in the streets, just Ashley.
Well, yeah, no.
The
Come
two
on,
of you.
Ashley.
Two of you. Olivia's
of you,
also vanished at this point, so
Yeah.
Okay.
Olivia's
Yeah, us
tailing
guys
me.
like Ashley, Olivia. Come on,
Olivia.
potty's over.
Come here, girls.
Come here, yeah, come on, girls. You just hear a little, like the jingling of the leash and the hook. Just there they are.
Wow.
All right, Alvin, they're coming. There's my Olivia, and she's circling the colors, the people, the colors.
Alrighty then.
With a only half fake yawn, but perhaps a bit exasperated, the guy will stretch out his arm and do like that casual, classical, cliche like thing of putting the arm like on the back of the couch around you.
And Ashley will immediately stiffen up, like, oh shit.
And she feeds.
I mean, it'd be the second time tonight.
Well, you're nowhere near full.
Yeah, no.
And he's now literally letting you get near his neck. Just eat him. I mean, he's falling in your lap right now. Yeah, he's just like, hey, nibble. And you're like, no.
She didn't say no. She's just like, oh, shit.
Well, while you're making up your mind on that, Olivia, which one of those are you going to try and use?
I want to use the aura reading first.
Alrighty. Let me consult the discipline handouts I absolutely made just for y'all and not at all for my own benefit. So, aura reading. You will need to be making a Perception empathy, difficulty 8 check.
I was scrolling through the recent, newest indie development games that are out, and someone's making a game called Kick Hell in the Balls.
Hmm. 1 success. You can distinguish only the shade, pale or bright. In this case, I believe that as a mortal, it should be fairly bright. But
Okay.
not uber bright, so medium. Like if it was uber bright, it would mean something entirely different. In this case, it's just a steady, not pale. Like all your friends are pale in this, but he's definitely not pale. And you cannot distinguish the color yet. That would require 2 successes.
Damn it.
And the color is where you actually learn, like, hey, how are they feeling?
Darn. Okay. And that made me sad.
I'm sorry, but he does. You can confirm that he looks, at least in terms of brightness, like every other mortal out there.
Okay.
Which is probably means he's immortal. I mean, like, why wouldn't he be? Certainly not like some
Yeah.
were-shark in disguise.
Yeah. And is there any item around that I could touch that I could use the spirit touch on, or
If you can imagine it being in a broke college student's apartment, it's probably here.
fair?
Maybe his favorite jacket that might be
Oh,
laying over the
okay.
back of something, or maybe on his bed.
Does he have a jacket or anything around?
Yeah, sure, why not? It's tossed over the back of one of the chairs that are not being used.
All right, then I'm gonna try to touch that and see if I can't get something from it.
All right, Spirit's Touch. One moment. Perception Empathy. Difficulty is determined by the age of the impressions and the mental and spiritual strength of the person that left them. Some information from a pistol used for a murder hours ago may require 4, but so yeah, you can make a check, I guess. What kind of information are you trying to gather from here, though?
I guess I'm just trying to see if I don't know, like, I guess I'm just trying to see if he's a creeper, if he's got something going on, like anything dark secrets or anything.
Okay. But he wears this pretty regularly, so we'll say difficulty 5.
Okay.
Perception and empathy. Okay, you know things. According to this, let's see. 3 successes. I mean, most of this stuff's going to be kind of like, because you can already determine that because you can look at him. But you know his gender is male. You know his hair color is like some sort. His real hair color is brown, though his current hair color appears to be something like blondish. So he's probably like artificially bleached it. Um. Hmm. You know his ethnicity. You know his ethnicity is probably somewhere Northern European before he became American. I mean, like, or his parents or grandparents or great grandparents or so on. So, typical white guy, I guess. 3. You age and state of mind. Okay, yeah, he's about 20 years old.
I'm so white that bleach makes me tan.
He's probably about 20 years old. His state of mind the last time he used the item was something psychedelic. What kind of psychedelic is, but probably thinking and feeling things that were probably at least a little bit pharmaceutical induced.
He's using an old medieval drug called salvation.
How's that goat urine? Okay.
As a side note, this item is generally great when you have an item but not a person, basically. You're trying to get details about the person.
True.
So in like murder investigation, this is the skill, but in other things, not necessarily.
True. Do I notice that Ashley's uncomfortable?
Probably reasonably so. I mean, you kind of stiffened up a bit, kind of like what you did when you finally got free from the grasp of your primogen.
Hmm. I want to knock something over.
If you do that, you risk not only your obfuscate breaking, but them all suddenly remembering your presence the entire time, with all that,
Damn
may
it.
or may not entail.
So probably not for the
Okay.
test right now.
Okay, no. I just wish I could break something to distract him. But okay. Then that'll be it for now.
Let me drink something.
Okay.
That's better. So I mean, I know it's late and all, but you want to watch a movie or something? I got a couple of VHS tapes I haven't returned to Blockbuster.
Sure.
What you want to watch? I don't have much of a selection. I got like 3, but now I have to rack my mind for early '90s movies.
Throw anything in.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, God,
Actually, I
no.
think that's later. I know, right?
You know what? I'm gonna go check, and if it is, I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes. Sure, why not?
1993. 1993. It can be thrown in.
Oh, God.
No, what
You
he's
watch
really
Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, bitch.
Oh, hey, so you want Die Hard or actually, you know what? Sleepless in Seattle might not be too bad.
Sure.
and for whatever reason he's got showgirls.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor
I also got
Ashley.
Put in whatever you want. It's fine.
Oh, I also got this other one, Mom and Dad Save the World. Honestly, it's kind of weird, honestly, but if you're tripping when watching it, it's so good.
Oh.
And he
But
wasn't
ultimately,
kidding.
are you actually going to have him put in a tape and sit here while you all watch a movie?
I'm going to let him put in a tape and then wait for him to sit back down and then continue.
Oh shit, we can make jokes about Pulp Fiction and Schindler's List. Yes.
So, all right, he pops the movie in, sits back down, and since you didn't verbally object to him doing it last time, he's going to put his arm back around the back of the couch again.
Sandlot's canon.
Oh, God.
You play ball like a girl.
Man, I watched
David?
that movie so many times on a bus going to and from a destination. Basically, we took a bus as part of like a trip, and that was one of the movies that was on hand. So people just kept screaming for it, even though they didn't watch it, which pissed me off because like after the first time, we couldn't watch any of the other movies we had on hand because people would keep voting for it, and then those people that would vote for it would just not bother watching it and do something else instead. High school memories.
Hmm.
What do you do when he sits back down?
Probably do the little like slide down the couch, but like lean into him, put her head on his shoulder type thing.
Even as she's inwardly even as her actual introvert self is being like,
Yep. She's like, okay, I gotta do this.
Yeah. If anything, he grins and will drop the arm from the couch onto your actual shoulders.
I meant to put side of the couch. Okay, whatever. She's on the side of the couch, just watching, like leaning her head on the armrest that's not being used.
the far end of the couch, just watching.
Yeah.
Is she watching them or is she watching the movie? Because with Olivia, I can't tell.
Probably both.
Probably both.
I just
She's
picture
people
Olivia's
watching.
head just barely peeping up over the edge of the armrest, right? And her eyes are dashing through the TV screen, then dashing back to the people sitting next to her, and then back to the TV screen. And it's just going really, really fast.
She's trying not to miss
Well, I'm gonna say
anything
that. Yeah, I don't want to miss nothing.
of either thing going on.
Did we just potentially send Ashley out on a date? Is that what we just did?
Here's the thing. I didn't send her out on a date, but she ended up on one anyway.
We sent her out to grow up, and she grew up fast.
Huh. That was not what I expected. I thought she was gonna ask about the area, and then she left with a guy.
Mind you, she has no experience really with boys, so like she's just like going off what she's read in books. She like
That's fair.
nothing. Like nothing. She's still a virgin, so she's just like, what do I do?
Not for long.
Oh, great! And Olivia's there. What the fuck is she gonna do? She's leaving if things get hot.
How are you gonna get out? If you open the door.
Oh god, she's just gonna go hide in the closet. Mommy, they're not the noises. I know
open
they're.
the closet door.
Oh shit!
Just
cover your eyes, Olivia. Cover your ears.
So at this point, I feel the need to ask, how far are you going to have this progress?
Not that far. Just enough to get some blood and then get the fuck out of there.
Well, you have your opportunity. You're basically pressed really close against him with his arm around you. I mean, if you could lean up and easily just sink your fangs in.
Yep, she could do that. Which is what she's gonna do.
Well, I won't even make you roll for it because there's no way he's going to resist what he's thinking is you kissing his neck. And once your fangs are in, he's going to feel amazing. So, yeah, that's how that works.
And then I'll just leave him a little dazed.
How much blood are you taking?
Just to make him feel a little loopy. Not to hurt him.
So 2 points, 3 points. Taking anything more than 3 is probably going to result in him being, and if you take 5, he's going to need to be hospitalized or he will die.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
If you want to just drain him, that's 10 blood points.
I don't want to do that either.
That will also be a humanity degeneration check.
9.
We'll do. You said 3 would just be like he'd be okay still.
Yeah, mostly. He'll be really loopy, which is probably a benefit for you in this situation.
Yep, let him be loopy, think he's a little bit high, a little delirious on lust, and leave him at that. So yeah, I'll do 3.
Very well. 3 blood it is. And about this point, he will, after you kind of release him from the kiss, and it is called the kiss. Yeah, he's loopy, dazed, clearly not paying any attention to what's going on around him. Olivia, do you suddenly make yourself known?
Oh yeah, I do.
As you pull your head back from his neck, you see Olivia looking at you eye to eye from a space of about 2 feet away over the armrest.
Jesus Christ!
Did you enjoy your date?
God,
did you enjoy it?
It's blood. I needed it. I did not.
And remember that blood to you tastes amazing. It's like the best form of crack or something like that.
Yeah. You could technically say that you had a kiss on a date.
He is not my type.
I kind of figured.
Ashley will get up and go and find a piece of paper and a pen, write down a number and her name, and just throw it on the counter and all right, let's go.
Can I eat that paper?
Well, you actually put down a piece of paper with your name and number on it?
Yep, because now I'm going to use him as my blood bag.
Oh,
fair enough.
Yeah.
I do remember that the amount of time it takes for mortals to regenerate blood is about the rate of 1 blood point per night.
So I need a blood bags. Lots of them.
Yep, that's what the herd background's for.
Yep.
But yeah,
Well, I'm gonna end up following Ashley back down.
and when you say you have a phone number, do you actually have like a what? Zena, what's the current limited phone number thing? Cell
Well,
phone.
here's the thing. So a cellular device is still like a big block. There are flip phones, but they are high end and expensive.
Has the Nokia been invented yet?
There are old Nokias, but they're not like. Yeah, one second. Let me get you the Nokia
So,
models.
in that case, do you leave him the number of the chancery with a like name to have him call you by, for them to bring you to the phone, or do you give him like the Daily Bagels
Oh,
number?
I gave him the bagels number.
Did you mention that it was like? Did you mention like ask for Ashley or something?
Yep.
They have the typical Nokias, the like little blocks with all the little digits and stuff. The little pocket things. Yes.
I
So
mean,
a flip phone.
I mean, I'll take a Nokia
Is
too.
Olivia is Olivia an employee, like a night employee now, or does
Not
she
yet.
get one? Because darn
Not
it.
yet. Okay, in that case, Ashley,
Darn it.
go ahead. You can go ahead and say you have a Nokia if you want one.
Then yes.
If you don't remember, those are the brick ones
Oh,
that
yeah.
are more durable than steel.
Yeah.
They only have carrying cases in order to protect the ground from them.
I was gonna say she has a bag, so it's just gonna be in her bag.
Fair enough. And with that, you presumably make your way out. So, what have the boys been doing sitting in the car this entire time?
So Pius, she just left with a guy. You think she's coming back?
Hope so, but I mean, if she doesn't, then she grew up.
I guess. It's not exactly what I was thinking when said go get answers, but all right.
Maybe she's learning a thing or two. Where's Olivia? Did she leave too?
Oh yeah, no, she said she dipped out. I'm guessing to follow her.
Yeah, Olivia actually stated she was telling the two of you that she was going.
Yeah. Which is probably good, just in case, because they only did their first hunt today.
Oh.
Not me. It was Olivia's first hunt.
No, you said it was yours as well. You were basically brought rations,
Oh, yeah.
effectively.
That's right.
It's a little new, feeding directly from the source.
Yeah, we'd probably just be like in the car shooting the shit, listening to music.
Is there... Are there other nightlife locals that look like they might be a little more in the know of local events? Or anyone that seems suspicious on the streets?
No.
Alvin's trying to find somebody that would know things about the gentleman's armoire and its proprietor, so on and so forth. And he's not going to go for Dr. Appendicitis. Considering that there seems to be some familiarity from his compatriots.
What is this biker gang like a known gang on the streets? Like people just walking around would
Not
know?
in this
Like,
area.
okay,
Not in this
okay.
area. I mean, you've learned from your investigation, they're from a region of Seattle that's a fair bit farther south.
Okay.
Okay, it's after midnight. I'm trying to think of who would be out at this point in time still.
People coming from bars, clubs. Maybe
But why would they be
maybe
coming here is the thing, or passing through here?
apartments, going home.
If there's no one, then there's no one. And that,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
like-
sorry, you feel like you could probably find a better selection of people if you came here earlier in the evening.
No, that is A-okay. It's more so like I'm just trying to get an idea of what kind of traffic is around here.
I'm sorry, man. My imagination for what could possibly be around here in terms of people got exhausted at exhausted dude bro surfer.
No, that's A-okay, because what that tells me is that there isn't nighttime traffic here for the most part. Meaning that Dr. Appendicitis is kind of the limited kindred scene that would be around here to, be profitable for the gentleman's armoire. Because you're right. Why would there be anybody here during the midst of the night for, purposes of, okay, we want to do something to fuck with the place? There isn't going to be too many people around. Anything that we want to send this way? There might be a couple
did we
locals.
know already that the biker group was in cahoots with, like, vampires and ghouls?
Yes, but they may not know that they're in cahoots. They just know that they're getting paid to do jobs.
Okay, so they probably don't know that appendicitis is a vampire.
Right.
If they did, that would be a masquerade breach, and it'd be
It would
easy
be.
to get proof of that and just go to the prince and be like, "Hey, your grandchild's acting up. Look what we got him doing." Not in those
Alvin,
words,
take a picture.
obviously. Not in those words, obviously. but yes.
But that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come down here and see who was kind of skulking about, right?
Yeah, you'd be
Like-
more likely to find party goers going home a bit deeper into the university district rather than out here on the outskirts near the other things.
The other thing is a comparison of like his business versus mine. I could actually set up a nightlife, scenario, whereas his business not so much.
Usually, early evening is probably his prime hours, both somewhere between like 4:30 in the afternoon and like 8 o'clock are probably his best hours. Which means that he's not the one running it personally, but for the most part.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to.
Obviously, if he has like an actual kindred visitor, he probably takes a pride in taking care of those things himself.
But the fact that there isn't that many individuals out and about during the nighttime makes it significantly more accessible to reconnaissance and subterfuge. So, Pius, since there aren't that many eyes roaming about the area, think you'd be interested in doing a little nosing around in terms of what security there might actually be on this place?
Oh, I'd love to. That'd be fun.
Can't be seen.
What do I do to obfuscate 3?
Well, like all forms of obfuscate, you can't be stared at while you're doing it.
You wouldn't be watching him as I imagine Pius is almost always in the back seat.
Yes.
And so Alan is just like talking to him, from the driver's seat. Might occasionally glance back through the rear view mirror to see who's still in the back seat.
Yep. But yeah, so if you want to obfuscate, like just hide your presence, you'd have to step out of the car first because opening the car door would probably cause problems. But if you just want to alter your appearance, you can just do that as long as someone's actively looking at you.
But if I get out of the car and close it and obfuscate 3, do I need to like spend a blood point?
Well, you have to spend a blood point to activate obfuscate 3 just because. But no, you don't need to worry about opening doors while you're under obfuscate 3 because obfuscate 3 just targets your appearance. It doesn't make you effectively unnoticeable. It just changes what you look like. It's when you're working with the invisibility style obfuscates that you have to worry about interacting with certain objects. So you can absolutely obfuscate 3 in the back of the car, change your appearance, get out, and keep on going.
And while I'm in obfuscate 3, like if I want to slip unseen, do I just
That's a separate power use. That's a separate power use.
Okay.
Kind of like if Xeno was going to first like make someone forget about something and then turn around and command someone else to do something. Those are two separate uses of dominate. Not the same thing.
Okay. So unseen obfuscate's different than obfuscate 3 changing my appearance.
Yes. They're each individual powers at each dot level.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will obfuscate 3, change my appearance.
Mm-hmm. Hold on a moment. Let me bring it up. on my screen because absolutely Mask of 1,000 Faces.
What do I got to roll for that?
You gotta roll a manipulation performance. Let's say difficulty 7 to see how to determine how well the disguise works. If you're not trying to appear as someone specific, you don't really need more than a single success. If you wish to make yourself more attractive than you are, you must pay additional blood points. So
Nope,
if you
I
want to
just
make
wanna
yourself,
look like
if
a-
you want, if you want to make if you just want to make yourself appearance 1, so you're ugly but not inhumanly grotesque, it's going to be 1 blood point.
Okay, I'll do that. And it's difficulty 7?
Difficulty 7. But you only need 1 success since you're not trying to look like anyone in particular. Oh, hey, nice.
And then I just take away 1 blood point?
Wait, didn't you just roll for it?
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be fine. You look like an ugly guy, but you're a guy still. Still a human.
Okay. And let me remove a blood point.
If anything, it makes you less likely to be messed with while you're doing your little poking around.
Yeah, and I will then stroll up and kind of start poking around the back doors and stuff, seeing if I can jimmy my way through. Do his pious thing.
Yeah, just look around. Don't get yourself into too much trouble. You know.
No. I'm just gonna see if there's any like loose openings or
Right.
if there's a way for me to poke my head in and listen.
There does appear to be a garage around the back alley, but it's closed.
Pius would keep making his way around the front and seeing if there's anything that I could, possibly send like a rat through to scope the place out. Like perhaps like a storm drain pipe that I could see that leads into. Is this storefront connected to other establishments? Like it's one giant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's
I
gonna
would
be a main
recommend not.
one.
I don't think there would be a storm drain that would lead anywhere other than to, like, say, a toilet. So probably not that. But if you could get them up on the roof or somewhere else, place them in through the ducts.
Sure. And what would I do to have to command an animal to do so?
Well, I believe this is under feral speech, but first you'd also need to find an animal, unless you were to use the second one, which allows you to summon them. Those are, again, 2 different power abilities.
Oh god, I'm re-spending a lot of blood.
Well, disciplines do not automatically call for blood expenditure. Some of them are just kind of a usable thing. Like Dominate, for the most part, doesn't require blood at all. Okay, let me see. So basically, unless it says under the system section of a discipline, that unless it specifically says you need to spend a blood, then you don't need to spend a blood. For example, feral speech does not require any blood expenditure, nor does it even require a roll unless you're commanding them, which would require manipulation and animal kin. The difficulty depends on the type of animal. For instance, predatory mammals, wolves, cats, vampire bats are difficulty 6. Other mammals and predatory birds, rats, owls are difficulty 7. And so on and so forth.
Would I be able to, I guess, lean in towards like a sewer drain and kind of see if I could call for a rat?
Well, that would rely on one being immediately be there. The other option is to use the Animalism 2, the beckoning, which is where you start to use your connection to the beast to basically send out like a signal to summon animals of a specific type to your location.
Okay, so animalism 2, and how? Okay, so
Yeah, do you see your handout under disciplines on the handout section?
Let's see.
Like, great handouts for all these powers you'll have access to, and if you can see it, you have access to it.
Okay, the beckoning.
So, I mean, yeah, that's the reason I made these things, so you wouldn't have to go digging them up in a book. In the case of the beckoning, you would need to roll Charisma and Survival, difficulty 6, to determine the response to your call. Consult table below. 1 success, a single animal responds. 2 successes, 1/4 of the animals within earshot respond. 3 successes, half of the animals respond. 4, most of the animals respond. 5, all the animals. I remember when someone got 5 successes in the 1870s New York trying to summon rats. They came flooding to his call. Kind of like what you see in some of the Plague visuals.
Survival.
You can also make it specific if you want. You can make it specifically like a single rat or something like that.
Yes, I'm gonna call on a single rat.
Okay. In that case, you just need one success.
Mm-hmm.
Charisma plus survival. And there's a long pause. But eventually, there's a slight skittering sound. Claws tapping against the metal of something.
Come
And
to daddy, my rat.
a little, the head of a somewhat medium-sized, a grayish rat just pokes its head out of some little hole in the wall.
Oh, there's my little fucker. Come here.
A moment, let me. What's the right page? Yes, what?
I need you to do something for me. I need you to get inside of this little place right here. You see this? And
What?
he points to the store and starts, tapping on the storefront glass. I need you to get in here.
Fake
And I
fur
need you.
den.
What's that?
Fake fur den.
Yes, fake Verdun. I need you to go in there, and I need you to see if there's anyone in there that, just anyone. I don't care if it's an animal or a person. Just let me know if there's someone in there. And everything you see. What else could you do? Actually, that's about it. I want you to go in there and see if you can find anyone, any living creature.
Living? So. Oh, wait, one more. Living. Life?
Life.
Not you?
No. Not me. Not you.
All right, out of character. That's what you're going with. Very well.
Yes, I want him to go in there and just see if he can find anything like alive. Like I don't know. I don't know what really to look for.
All right,
Like
he is off and into the grate, I guess, or the hole in the wall he came from.
because I don't think a rat would understand. Look for something suspicious because of what. I mean,
They would not.
they would not. Yeah. So just look for something alive, and then it could tell me what's in there. Because I know there's
You're
someone
left
in
there
there, but
waiting. You're left there waiting. First 10, then 15, then 20 minutes go by, and eventually, skitter. No life.
no life.
Out of character. He specified for living. You are not living. Neither would Thomas Reynolds.
So the person in there is dead.
No
Or
way.
Thomas Reynolds is a kindred.
Yep.
oh,
What you have confirmed is that he does not keep any mortals within the vicinity of what your rat has inspected during the
Or
evening
at the very
times.
least, they're not there right now.
Right.
all right. Well, thank you for, I guess, for pretty much giving me the obvious.
Well, consider this an easy lesson to pick up. You
Well,
got your learning XP for the day.
he did ask. Now, Andrew, he did ask for the rat to tell him what he sees in general.
Lots of dust. Oh wait, sorry. Lots of dust lots. Much fake fur. Um, multiple. Like many cliffs. Yes.
Lots of
Uh,
shelves.
hmm.
Is that what it's
Now,
referring to as shelving?
now it shakes its head. It means it kind of pointedly looks over your head at, say, a fire escape of a building on the opposite end of the alley.
Okay.
You think he means? I'll go ahead and give you this one for free, but you think he means multiple floors?
Mm.
Dark. Weird smell.
You said sweet smell?
Weird smell.
Weird smell. Okay.
No food.
Pius would kind of make like a sad face. Not even crackers.
What?
He would say like, yeah, not even crackers. Like any type of food scraps. Like he feels bad that the rat couldn't even find like a scrap of food. It's like, dang it, you didn't even get a reward for it.
The rat looks at you pointedly.
Pius would look around and see if he could find some type of scrap on the floor he could throw at the rat to eat as a treat.
Sure, you find some a really, really old looking Otoli's French fry.
Here you go, bud. Payment
The
for
rat
that.
obviously will eat anything, so it immediately eats that, and with a last look at you, will disappear down the hole.
I'll smell you next time, bud. And Pius would look up and then go, that was pointless. Walks back to Alvin.
Nope, not entirely pointless. You did learn a couple of things, as was just talking about. And also, by the time you get back to the car and are sliding back into the back seat, you look up and finally see Ashley and Olivia coming back down the path towards you
We drive away.
before they get in the car.
Yeah, right when their hand touches the handle, we start moving forward.
Now, when they're first in sight, we just see them kind of gaggling over each other, and we just drive away.
I think that'd be more Olivia doing the gaggling. She'd probably be talking Ashley's ear off.
Probably.
Ashley will just be like keeping her head down, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Okay, hold up 1 second. I need to dash to the bathroom.
Cloud, stop biting my hand.
I just saw the little GIF that you put in the general chat, Anna. That's exactly what she probably looked like. Are they gonna kiss?
It is confirmed that Olivia is into watching.
Olivia's just fucking weird. She would watch mostly anything
Deep,
out of
dark,
curiosity.
blue-pointed eyes.
The morbid curiosity of what happens next. It's not even the subject material. It's just the sheer, I need to know what happens next.
The drama. She needs to know the drama.
Yeah. Even if it traumatizes her later on.
Oh
It was
god.
worth it.
Those things were meant for that? Oh god.
What do
Oh,
you mean
God.
that they have the same dad?
I had no idea
my
people
God.
could be Legos.
What do you mean they have the same dad? Really, Nick? Go home with that shit. Oh wait, you are home. Go
It'd mess up
further
if they
home.
really did have the same dads. But only be like in a weird context where like they're like they're like married in brothers with gay dads, so they both had the same dads.
Yeah. What game is that from anyway, Nick?
Skulls and Shackles.
Oh god,
Wait,
I know
what did
what
I
you're
come
talking
back
about
to?
now.
We were
People with the
making
same
fun of
dad.
Olivia about knowing that she's now into watching people.
Oh, she's a voyeur. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not about that it's a dirty material. It's that she just has to know what happens next in any scenario.
Can we put a rewind on this conversation and never speak about it again?
Is that an out of character request or an in character request?
I think it's
I don't
a
know
both.
what. Okay. No, I don't know exactly what happened during my time relieving my own bio waste, but sure. Apologies. Even though I feel like someone else should be apologizing, considering I contributed to none of that. And yes, back to the bagel.
When you said relieving your own bile waste, I pictured you like opening up your chest compartment and pulling out a tube and just draining it in the toilet and putting it back in.
Shit, do you know that? Who talked?
Confirmed, Andrew is a robot. Good job there, David. You figured out the mystery.
And it all started with shovels.
You get a cookie.
Alrighty. Back to the bagel.
Feel like we're being rushed here, but all right.
Oh, did you want to stay? I'm sorry.
No,
I
I'm entirely teasing you. I said we drove away.
Well, did y'all ever? So wait, Olivia and Ashley are still back there. Got it. Ashley, Olivia sees drive off in the car with Pius. How do you respond?
I
Flipping him
pick
off.
up Ashley and start running. Get us back to the Daily Bagel.
Ashley's just gonna sigh in defeat. It's 2 E's, not a Y.
It is 2 E's, not a Y.
It is, yeah.
Olivia would be more respectful. Drag Ashley. Oh my god.
I can picture this being Olivia. We look in the rearview mirror and that's her running behind us. Step on it! She's getting on us.
So how long is Alvin going to keep on driving without them?
Apparently forever.
Apparently forever. Okay.
Oh god.
All the way to the bagel. I didn't know that they were there. I thought they were going to be gone for the entire night.
It's good thing they're not too far away.
You didn't see them.
Oh no! It was stated the moment we saw Olivia gaggling, we hit the gas and we started driving.
We're only a couple blocks away from the bagel. It's not that far of a walk.
A bit more than that, but vampires don't get tired physically.
Mm-hmm. And Ashley is actually a local, so like, she actually knows where she's going.
But we will say it started raining some point after y'all started running, so you will get back to the bagel somewhat soaked.
Yeah.
Just bust the door open with Ashley over my shoulder. We have arrived.
You say as your call just echoes inside the small cafe, and the only other sound heard is the squelching of your shoes against the floor.
I kick a chair out and place Ashley in it and pat her head.
Pat her damp, wet, soaked hair with your damp, wet, soaked hand.
Yep.
Ashley's
and then I go find us towels.
Ashley's just gonna sit there and be like, "Thank you, Olivia."
You've left a trail of water over the floor.
And Ashley's just gonna sit there and start wringing out all of her clothing on the floor, not giving a fuck.
Pius would just be like, "You're getting water everywhere," and he would obfuscate to go into the visible just to touch the door and open it and slam it, so that he would appear at the slam of the door.
Okay, so when you say you're taking everything off and like doing that, are you actually taking everything
my
off?
My jacket and like my bag.
The overwear, got it.
The
overwear, okay.
Not the under. That's all saying. I'm in a cafe. I'm not gonna strip.
Okay. Yes, you're wringing out clothes. Pius appears suddenly behind you, slamming the door behind him and being like, "Oh my gosh, you're getting water everywhere." Alvin is somewhere
downstairs on the interwebs. I want to figure out more about this ringleader who had shown up at the Daily Bagel. I'm gonna see if I can find this Davy in the system.
What
ringleader? Oh, right.
What does my Norton say I'm being tracked?
Sorry, that's like 4 or 5 sessions ago, man. Let me go ahead and dig through my memory.
He's immortal. He's part of the Thunderdogs. He's the
Yeah, I know.
ringleader,
I know
not
who
an
he is.
enforcer. Yeah.
I know that. I'm just like, oh wow, like Dave. Oh yeah, that Davey. That's.
That's what Alvin's doing since they got
Mhm.
back.
Well, I don't think social media is a thing yet.
No, it's not.
So
But I know
Nope.
their general location. I know where they like to hang out, and I have a general idea of what number that might be to call their establishment. You know, those are still easy things to find.
well, we're in this day and age, so the yellow pages are absolutely a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can absolutely get the phone number of the Stormer's Den.
Oh yeah, but you know, in general, I am trying to get information on specifically Davy. I want to see if I can find his house address.
I'll be honest, I have no idea how much information you can pull up at this point in time.
I'll ask you this: do you think that the military, in all of its random trainings, even it's in the primitive days of the internet, didn't know how to, have at least some line of access to finding civilians?
Now, wouldn't that just be like an internet version of the white and yellow pages?
Okay, the first online yellow book was around our time, so we can still go online and use that.
But then you'd also need his last name. You have his first name, and that might not even be his actual first name.
Very
It's
true.
Davy.
It's true, but I can start making some cross references. What names pop up in the yellow pages versus the addresses around Georgetown area?
Or like isolating for the first 3 digits and seeing where you go from there.
Yeah, basically, I'm looking for any Davy that's within a 3 to 5 mile radius of Georgetown. And Davy's not a
Davy,
common name.
David, Dave.
Yep.
Classmates.com was the first 1995 social media, so we could go to that.
That would rely on them actually having a page there.
Yes, and that would also require this biker gang to know how to use the internet.
Or have people in college, which we are near.
Yes. That being said, my point is that there were ways to triangulate people from phone numbers and maps.
There are 12
and public
people
databases.
that could be loosely called Davy living in that area. And by loosely, I mean either David, Dave, Davy,
Oh yeah.
so on and so forth.
I'm gonna leave that list of names for Kyle to go ahead and once the health inspection is all taken care of, yada yada, to get addresses and occupations for. Because if they're publicly known for an occupation, then they won't be a biker gang.
Fair enough. That will depend on the health inspection, however.
Yes, indeed. And once Alvin goes upstairs to find that the girls have finally returned and are soaking wet, and Olivia's likely gotten the towels by this point, not hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
He'll go, a little more cleaning to do for the morning. But welcome back. How'd your date go?
I hate you.
I didn't expect you to take a guy home.
Again, I hate you.
It won't be the first time I've heard that.
It won't be the last. Dick.
They shared a kiss.
Olivia?
Well.
That is both technically true and technically untrue. I love it.
And you sat there and watched the whole time.
And then Pius would put his hands together and go, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Did you learn anything in the area, at least? That's kind of the point.
I don't know. He was a broke college kid.
There are lots of those.
Exactly.
Be more specific.
I don't know. From Cali. He goes to Bangers, which is down the street from here. Whatever
I know
the fuck
it.
that is.
I'm well familiar with the proprietor of the store.
Well, good for you.
You might actually like it there.
Currently, I would like to just not exist.
Feel free to phone your contact back at the Chantry then if you want to take off the rest of the night.
I would still be existing.
Can't help you there.
At least I'm not a voyeur.
If anything went down south, I would have been there for you, Ashley.
I mean, I appreciate it. It was still creepy seeing your eyes over the edge of the couch.
I had live entertainment, and then you guys gonna watch a movie at the same time. It was great. Movie and live entertainment all in one, boxed in. Broke college kid meets dead girl. I love it.
That sounds like a terrible story.
It
It
sounds
it
like a plot
was.
that has yet been made.
I'm gonna get started on it.
Oh god, that's gonna go off the rails so fast.
What about you, Pius? What'd you pick up on?
Oh, what just happened?
Psh, not too much. The rat didn't really give me much other than
Great. Now I can't hear anything again.
pretty much what I've already told you. There's not really much going on in terms of the living in that place.
Good.
Although it is kind of spooky that that doctor was there. It kind of made me
Something.
think.
Why would that be spooky?
Oh.
I just don't understand why at this time of day this time of night he'd be doing this. Like it.
The doctor's kindred, is he not?
Yeah, but I don't know. He's so high standard. Like he's
No.
grandchild of the prince.
Pull yourself back. If you are a kindred who partakes in nice suits, ties, apparel, things like that, and you want to go out shopping, you want to make sure that you're doing it yourself and not the hands of a possibly untrustworthy ghoul. Would you not go and find a place that was going to suit your needs? If Thomas is here to supply others with these suits, then why would he not show up at a place that is local that does this?
The same
Can't-
reason why anyone with royalty wouldn't personally go there. It's below them.
Dr. Appendicitis is not necessarily royalty as far as we knew. Is that not correct?
I thought he was related to the prince.
That's Longwell. That's Thomas Reynolds.
Oh, okay.
That's the kid.
Oh. I thought he was the grandson. No, I'm not worried about it too much then. I guess it makes more sense.
Well, that makes a lot more sense about your reaction there.
Yeah, I thought he was the grandchild. I was like, oh my god, like that's why the fuck is he here?
Yeah, no. Thomas Reynolds is the child to Adam Longwell, who is the child to Prince Edric Woods.
Okay.
You see
I
where this
had a
goes now?
misunderstanding. Yep. I am on board now.
This little grandchild is being a little bastard. Hence the visitations daily to my establishment. Dr. Appendicitis seems to be a one-time visitation to you and the other two from the tales you've told. Malkavian by nature, not venturer.
Not venture, no.
So, as a kindred of the city of Seattle, naturally, there are a lot of things he's going to want. He needs a new suit. Guess what? There's a new place in town. And why would you want to try to curry favor with the grandchild of the prince? Shop at his spawnling's place. Get a suit and some societal repute.
Mm-hmm. What are you girls doing?
Olivia heard a squeak both near and not near her, so she's looking for the source of the sound.
A correction, a squee.
Oh, a squee? Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. A squee.
So, all things considered, we learned a little bit. Sounds like at least there are no
What the fuck are
mortals.
toe beans?
At least there are no mortals that are hanging around during the evening.
You usually say toe beans for like cat paws or dog paws and stuff like that, so I just called Elvin's feet toe beans.
So how does this benefit us with your problem with the biker gang?
Well, it gets information on my rival and his current standings and the establishments that are around his location if he wants to play fuck around and find out. Then I now know that his establishment does not seem very well guarded, and that there is not that much traffic during the night. Now, I'd like to make it so that way the bagel has a relatively vibrant nightlife on top of its daytime pursuits. Not something that is very easy to establish for a high ticket item vendor such as a Men's Warehouse wannabe.
So you want to outcompete?
Not only do I want to outcompete, I would like to make sure that, if it comes to terms, I understand the schedule that surrounds my fellow kindred's business to know where it's going to hurt when his customers and clientele just start leaving. That said, I need to finish cleanup since now we've got a little extra things to tackle before the health inspection. About what time of night is it now, Andrew?
Probably closer to 3.
Okay, so we got a little bit more time.
What do I got here? I'll have craft 3. So they have suits and all that. It's our competitor. And I can make some damn good watches. Every nice suit needs a good watch.
Mm-hmm. Effectively, my thought process is to attempt to put all of Mr. Longwell's business elsewhere in the city. Find a place to add to my collection of allies and cross-pollinating business ventures. And make it so that way his is looking like the far less favorable establishment.
Oh my god, the kids upstairs are making me lose my mind.
What are your mini-me's doing?
Everything.
The mini me's has his girlfriend over.
Ooh.
Oh, are your kids
Alright.
banging?
No, please no.
It's too soon for
Are
that.
y'all getting some next generation mini-me's?
No, he's only 14.
I hope not.
He's only 14. I do not want to be
Yeah.
a grandma at 30, thank you.
And
Mhm.
that's when I become Donovan and I change my name and move out and become an espionage spy for Russia. It's like, what? I'm your grand what? No, I'm an espionage spy. I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else for this evening, as it sounds like we've got things that just need to kind of happen.
Yep.
Yes, we now have some type of, I guess, insight. Now we gotta think of a way to counter what they're doing. Since we're playing ball in like a more business way.
Yeah, I leave a note for Kyle to make sure that some outfits appropriate for biker gang espionage would.
Just like what? General leather, like jackets, some like maybe a little bit of hair dye or something. I don't know.
Yeah, stuff to blend in effectively.
Take a Polaroid of Olivia and say, get things like this. Make us look like this.
You might get something totally different if you have Olivia do that.
What's the point if she
No,
can't be
look like
different?
this.
No. We took a picture of you and we're going to tell Kyle to make all of us look like you.
We don't.
Oh, okay.
So we can fit into the biker gang.
You're gonna need to find a Tizmishi.
What about a Mitsubishi?
Assume tight.
It's Zamishi, which is one of the clans, and that one of their powers is flesh warping. So if you want everyone to look like Olivia, you're gonna need someone that can actually restructure your faces so you look like Olivia.
Oh, shit.
It was a
Does the-
joke.
Assume
What?
tight, Andrew. Moving on.
Olivia's still looking for the squee.
I know that was just a mental voice inside your head, probably, maybe that was like squeeing over like what was going on.
Oh, she's obsessed. She's obsessed. She wants to know.
Good luck.
What was the excitement? She wants to know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, you're doomed not to know. In any case,
Damn.
I imagine this means that y'all are going your separate ways for the evening, or at least those of you not staying at the bagel are going your separate ways.
Yeah. Ashley will go home.
Pyres
Wonderful.
feels a weird urge to go back to Lynette.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's going back to their girlfriends.
I don't know what it is about
Apparently.
Lynette. Pius doesn't look at her as like a romance. It's just something about her that is really interesting, and he just wants to spend time with her.
That's fine. Go right. Get out of here. Get out of here, you crazy kids.
Are you
The
wearing
way-
the things? Are you wearing the things she gave you?
Not yet. I'm gonna don those once I go back into the Warrens.
Okay, fair enough. Don't want anyone looking at your new like silver bangle thing.
Not. I will. I will eventually. Pius is a learner. He likes to show what he's learned after he's mastered it.
Fair enough. Makes himself look cooler.
Yes.
Oh, back into the sewers. Wait, before I get off on this tangent, was there something anyone else wanted to take care of?
Nope.
Is Olivia staying at the bagel or heading back to Lyra?
I guess it doesn't matter. I guess she'll just go back to Lyra for now.
Wow. This might be the first time the bagel's been empty of any other vampire except Alvin upon waking up for a new night.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Peace
True. The bagel's
at
been occupied.
last. Peace
Well, usually-
at last.
Well, yeah, because usually Olivia just stays because, well, she doesn't really know where to go half the time. She's like a in-betweener. Everyone else has their space, and then she knows she can go back to Lyra, but she just doesn't know. She's kind of feels like she's vibrating at a in-between frequency between the Daily Bagel and the road trip diner.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But in that case, Pius first. You make your way through the wardens into the area, or one of the areas, adjacent to the wardens, which you know because you spent most of your time earlier tonight in helping move things into it, is an abandoned or perhaps never used cistern, which happens to cut through a chamber or some sort of hallway kind of carved out of the rock, but that leads from the sewer itself. You know, to go from the sewer itself to the actual cistern, you need to be wearing something. And if you're not wearing that something, bad somethings will happen to you.
Yes. Oh, geez. Was it the bangle? Or was it a pendant?
You know what? It's been so long. Do you
It
want a
has.
pendant or do you want a bracelet?
I'll choose a bracelet. Wasn't it a bracelet in the start?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put the bangle on.
As you walk across the stone walkway from this side to the other side of the room, your gaze does kind of tend to linger a bit in the shadowy somethings off to either side of the path. You know, from helping move them down here, that most of those were collapsed and not standing corpses when you brought them down here. But now they're standing, if you can barely make them out, in the corner and just waiting, staring blankly ahead with dead eyes.
Pius would take, I guess, a cautious interest in why they're just standing there in a blank gaze. Like, he kind of understands what's going on just through the conversation with Lynette about possibilities of certain things. But he hasn't quite, like, that might not be what it is, so he's not going to just assume. He's going to keep searching down the corridors for Lynette.
Well, the corridor only leads one way.
True. He's going to keep going down towards her room. And then knock on her door.
Much like the doors and the warrens proper, it's basically just a sheet of something that's kind of crudely interposed in like the hole in the wall. But yes, knock on it you do. And open it she does.
Good evening.
Pius. I was not expecting to see you again so soon. Eager, aren't you?
Yeah, just kind of wanted to hang out.
Hang out.
It's a term
Well,
that
I must
people get used
confess
to.
that I don't believe you mean to anything relating to the gallows, which correlates to my confusion.
Pius would grin, do his grin, and then he'd say, hang out. You know, it's a modern term. It means sit with someone that you're comfortable with.
Ah. Well then, do come in.
Thank you.
I don't get much time interacting with mortals in a sociable manner. Even the dumbest of kind can innately tell something is very off with me.
I think that's the part that I'm more attracted to.
Attract gives you a weird, but not sure if she's bemused or just studying you like some sort of lab rat.
Any of those two, Pius would be comfortable with. He is just as interested in her as she is interested in him.
Odd term for this, I suppose.
So what's up with the jocks just standing around outside staring?
Perhaps I should have them further back, or have them lying down and wait. But handmade corpses are a crude use of the art I tend to teach all my students, but they are effective in some places and ways. They will wait until the very flesh falls off and rots from their bones and still stand waiting, unless the trigger is met. In this case, Your eyes glance down to the silver bangle on your wrist. In case someone not wearing one of those were to enter.
How interesting.
It's a fairly rudimentary gift, though it does require some steps on the road to knowledge.
I see.
There are boxes all over this room, only some of which are unpacked. You carried most of them down here yourself. Anything that Jax did, I think Jax did the rest, and Donovan maybe carried one or two.
Where is Beefcake?
Oh, beefcake.
You know, all muscle, slab of beef.
Ah, yes. He left me about half an hour after you did. Something about the rats. I don't know whether he was going to feed or going to converse with his own assistants.
Boy eats rats.
It's a very common thing amongst your people.
Oh, I guess I'll have to give it a try.
They're multiple and plentiful down here, and you don't have to risk the masquerade by going up above. I'm told the taste is something of an acquired one, but needs must. It is understandable. I wish I could get my sustenance by eating rats. It would be much easier.
Out of character, if I were to inquire about sepulchre, is that how you say it?
If you were to inquire about what?
Sepulchre or sepulcher? How do you pronounce that?
Sepulcher.
Sepulcher. Do I just outright ask her about a sepulcher?
As in the path, as in the sepulcher?
Yes.
Sepulcher path? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you could just call it that. I mean, like, she gave you She gave you a very, very, very brief overview on what she can teach you when you were helping her earlier.
True.
You can ask about any of that.
Well, then explain to me, how would I start making one of these things that you made that are standing out there?
Well, to start, you would definitely have to do some reading. And some listening.
Reading's one thing I can do. Listening, I'll try.
That's good. Better than some who have sought the knowledge and gifts I teach. Though I do give them freely to your people. Well, freely is odd, I suppose, because they do pay me something. In this case, my safe shelter.
Even before this blessing, and he smiles again as he touches his face, happened, I'm a creature of give or take. I won't ask you for anything without giving.
Her hand, the one that's not holding the fan over her mouth, reaches out and kind of pokes at the edge of your inhumanly wide, toothy grin. Well, that is most wonderful. Don't feel too pressured, as anything I might desire or need would make most new to this unlife quite uncomfortable.
Lynette, uncomfortable is pretty much all I know. There's nothing that you can't have reward without making risk.
A wonderful sentiment. I almost hope that it's true. Almost not because I don't want it, but hope is a weird thing that I haven't found myself particularly disposed to in a very long time. There's a lot of things like that, I suppose. He moves away from you, closer to one of the curved walls of the cistern where You know for a fact that the blankets and cloths and whatever that are covering a oddly shaped mound, which you know to be even more corpses than the ones outside. These ones are fresher. Her pantry, for lack of a better word.
Hmm.
Are you sure you want to stay here? Even my best students tend not to be around me when it's feeding time.
To be honest, I would like to learn. I want to watch you feed.
You are odd, young one.
And you are different.
I sense we both mean that in a not negative fashion.
Out of respect.
Oh, very well. But if your stomach turns, as I believe it's described, I will not hold it against you.
May I
Without.
roll to call upon a rat to just eat right in front of her to prove that, like, hey, you feast, I feast.
You would have to call the rat to move through the protections outside.
Oh, right. These shambles just go nuts over a rat. All right, let's not do that.
But nonetheless, there is the sound of a bone being snapped and flesh tearing, and he's holding a oddly well preserved human hand with a little bit of very, very slow and gelatin like blood seeping from an open wound. Not sure how she does it. We know it's probably something related to what she does that makes them so preserved, like, well, fruit preserves, but she does.
Pius would take note of her arachnid-like feasting traits.
Arachnid?
Yeah, they tend to solidify or dry their prey when they eat.
Well, normally, someone like Lynette might be eating theirs fresh, but whatever she does, is to make sure that it's still fresh enough to be fed from. It probably means that if it's decayed too much, she can't actually gain sustenance from it.
Mm-hmm. He's just from like real life events with Pius. He's still very new with this vampire stuff, so he's just correlating events.
She folds her fan away, revealing for the first time in this conversation her actual smile, her teeth, the sharp, shark-like bone daggers that fill her mouth, that qualify as teeth. And opening wide, well, what follows is a grisly, bone-crunching, gnawing, chewing, tearing sound, and fairly bit splattery. It'd probably be worse if it was actually fresh and not gelatified.
Still
But
with the
she
ear
eats
to
the
ear
entire
smile.
hand whole.
Could Pius reach out his hand and just say, "May I?" and touch her tooth?
She
Or just
looks
like
at you
touch her
oddly,
mouth?
the gel-like blood just sleeping down her mouth and odd scrap of flesh here or there, but doesn't do anything to prevent you.
So with one hand, he will touch his jaw and hers and kind of like notice that they both have like these fangs.
Yours are more needle-like. Hers are actually like little blades in her mouth.
Like sharks' little serrated teeth.
Yep.
Yeah, he's finding that completely interesting right now. It's more making him feel normal. Like there's someone else that like he can sit down with. She has this ear to ear smile like him. He's finding this all very interesting.
She goes about to clean herself up, not unlike a cat, finger scraping bits that got missed, pushing them into her mouth and licking the finger clean. That'll do for tonight. Is there something you wish to ask me about?
I can't remember how to say that word.
Sepulcher.
Sepulcher.
And I might be mispronouncing it, but I'm pretty sure it's sepulcher, yes.
Would you be able to enlighten me in the ways of sepulcher, the path?
They're not the bones path, then.
Out of character, I thought really hard between the bones and sepulcher.
Yeah.
Like the ash seemed okay because like the going into the
Ash is
Shadowlands.
really meant to be like a secondary path of some kind. Not gonna
That's
lie.
what it seems like.
Mhm.
But the
But-
bones is kind of cool because that's kind of what she's doing right now.
And as long as you learn one of them, you can probably learn a whole bunch more because she knows many, many more. But those are the three basic most paths. I've kind of figured you should pick one of them.
I feel like sepulcher will help when it comes to Ashley because she can do things similar to that, and I can just kind of enhance it more.
And yes and no. I mean, Sepulcher
It's like
doesn't really.
she'd be able to talk, I'd be able to command.
Oh, you mean her medium gift? Right, I
Mhm.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I always forget about that one. For some reason, that's the gift I always forget about. Right.
Together we be ghost hunters.
Have fun. We're still busy.
Interesting enough, yes. Anyway. Hey, well, we can start that. Do you have time for the rest of your night? We won't be able to get very far tonight, but I could begin your education now, if that's what you wish.
He nods his head.
Very well, over here then. I've got one of the desks already set up. Do study well, pious Brisbane.
Yes.
I think you might be one of my better students. If you keep at it.
I won't stop until I can perfect this.
And with that, we're going to close that scene. Meanwhile, over to everyone else that's been ignored the last 20-something minutes. Does anyone else have anything they want to do tonight? All right. One of you is going to the Chantry. One of you is going home to Lyra. Are y'all even here right now, or did y'all just like walk away during that? If so, I completely understand.
Still here. I went and got more coffee though.
Nerds say what?
I literally used
Daniel
that
right
joke.
there.
I really used that joke / line against something in the mage session before the last mage session to trick a fae into giving me his word that we could go free. Any case. So, Steph, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. You said you're going to Lyra. I believe
Yeah.
that's what you said anyway. Let me X out of that and drag us over there. Now this is going to take nearly as long as Lynette, though. Do you go to the basement or the actual diner?
Probably to the basement.
Excellent. The neon madness that is the basement there is a go.
Oh yeah.
Fun fact, this is a shot from a place called God's Junkyard or something like that, and they have all sorts of like, this is like a section where they have like all the neon signs.
That's cool.
But you're here, and you do find, though she's starting to... Well, does she even have a wind down? You don't know, but you're suspecting such.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Olivia! And she will fling herself at you. Like, just full-on glomp mode.
I ragdoll. We both go flying.
Your heads harshly
Sorry.
bump against one of the opposing walls, but neither of you really seem to mind it that much.
Hi,
I thought you
Lyra.
forgot about me.
How could I? You're always there. I can feel it.
Ah, you were adorable tonight.
Uh, You're watching?
Sometimes.
Is that where I get my creepiness from?
I mean, someone's always watching. We're never alone. That's the benefit of being Malkavian.
Or the curse?
Don't think of it that way. That's dumb. That's
Eh.
silly.
Well, I guess if I do find myself physically alone, I can always reach out and talk to someone in my head.
Exactly. That's great. And wonderful. Mm.
Yes, wonderful.
But normally you're not here these nights. You've been normally sleeping at the bagel. But you came here for little old me. I'm so flattered.
Yes. I missed home, I guess. I don't know. I
And
just
with that,
felt like
she
I
will
needed to come
wrap an
here.
arm. With that, she'll wrap an arm around your neck and kind of start pulling you off into some sort of corner. I've got so much to talk to you about. Got so much done. It was amazing. And she leans in really, really close. It was amazing.
Olivia kind of like tries to pull back a little bit.
I
It's like, okay, what?
actually finally got some of my Bruja friends to show up. It was great. I mean, I made this
Oh,
whole basement thing for them. I mean, most of them are still asleep if they're even still around. You know, the ones that aren't ashes in some ditch somewhere.
true. But they actually came?
Yeah, a couple of them. They woke up sometime recently. Wanted to get the
Ah,
lowdown on everything that was going on.
well, that's good. I'm glad you finally had some company come over.
She's half skipping, half dragging you into skipping with her as she heads on to where you know her chambers are down here.
Yeah,
Mm.
Olivia just starts following suit. Skipping.
Chama party.
But wait, what? Pajama party?
Yeah,
You
why
didn't buy
not?
me pajamas, did you? Did you?
Doesn't answer that and just keeps dragging you.
It's like, oh God, you did. You did buy me pajamas, didn't you?
Onesies.
Oh my God, no! I fucking knew it. Are they at least cute onesies?
There is no such thing as an uncute onesie.
Oh, trust me, I've seen them. I've seen ugly onesies.
And that's where we will leave you. Mm.
Okay.
Unless there was something you specifically wanted to talk about.
No, not really.
Mm. Which brings us around to Ashley going home to the Chantry. As usual, as mandated, in
Mm.
fact. She does not yet have approval to sleep outside the Chantry. The mayor can get pretty bound up in making sure everyone's following those rules.
Mm.
Hmm. Well, let's see. Who's there to greet you and still up and about doing something? Yeah, sure, why not? Hmm. You're home late.
Yeah, yeah. I had a few things to do.
Hmm. Well, you look properly fed again. That's good. You hadn't come by for your usual ration in a while.
I had a couple opportunities tonight. I figured I'd take advantage of them, get some
Ah,
experience.
good. Learning a bit of self-support is good.
Definitely need to be doing a bit of that.
Hmm.
Can't rely on everybody.
Well, you can always rely on the clan.
Of course. The clan is always here.
Hmm. Except your sire tonight. He's off on a approved time over at his clinic.
Oh. He hadn't told me.
Well, no, he got the phone call from his school rather after you left. Something about one of the gangs getting violent with another one of the gangs. Probably behind someone's been pulling the strings there, but whatever. That's normally what he does, tend to such injuries without involving the police.
Did he mention what gangs?
No, he didn't. I don't normally find the need to ask either. I'm sure he'd answer you, though, if you asked him. He does seem to quite like you. Though you are his first child, so that's probably to be expected.
It's always nice being the first.
Yes, I get to be the big sister to whenever he's allowed to embrace another.
That'll be an interesting day if it comes.
Mm-hmm. Quite right. Well, off with you now. I need to finish my inventory. Fortunately, our dear librarian got involved with it again, and as such, everything is out of order. Or was. I'm mostly done.
Of course. Have a good night.
As you... Out of character, as you are aware, the librarian and the quartermaster have like an on and off again sort of not dangerous rivalry, but annoying rivalry with each other. In any case, I believe that is everyone for tonight.
Oh.
Except for Alvin, who is still back at the coffee shop. The Daily Bagel.
Yeah.
Currently writing up a list for Kyle.
Minor things. That was done before everyone even left.
Yep. Any particular messages of the like that I should plan for?
Nothing that hasn't necessarily been said. He just cleans the cafe alone.
Okay, one moment. I'm going to look up something real quick. Should have done this first, but whatever.
There's a little sticky note on the fridge that says potties are important.
Wait, did Olivia actually do that and I missed it? Because if so,
No,
that's all.
that would have been
That sounds like something that would be done in the chat, and I would just be unaware of it because I'm pacing while I'm role playing, so I don't actually look at it all that time.
If anything, Alvin's just on the mindset of it. It's nice that the others have places to quote unquote go home to. His thoughts likely wander to the life from before that is no more. Just kind of stare at his phone where he might have sent messages to be it family, be it military buddies, be it a bunch of different people, and almost kind of scowl.
Well, you will still get a call of your own because I'm not going to leave you without an NPC visitation. So fuck that. So, yeah, let's see. There we are. You get a phone call on your Nokia. You recognize the number.
Pick it up. Yeah. Seems like Alvin answers it.
Hey, kid, how's it going?
Going? What's up, Anthony?
Oh man, I just got done watching that VHS tape that just got released. Waterworld. Just got done watching that. It's actually pretty nice. I was just wanting to know if you wanted me to drop it off at your place, like on my way back.
It couldn't hurt.
Yeah, sure. I'll just slip it in through the back door or something like that. You should really watch it. I mean, I know there's like a lot of controversy from the critics, but fuck the critics because they never actually know what the person actually wants to watch.
Kevin Costner's been a pretty good actor in these recent years. Don't have anything bad to say about it. It's worth a watch.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
get time, at least.
Yeah,
Things
so
have
I know
been
this is pretty
busy.
late for you. Well, I mean, it's late for me, but late for you. So, but I just wanted to call and drop by and stuff, so make sure you were doing all right. Yeah, the old man doesn't tell me much of what's going on these days with you.
Not sure he even knows, really. Although I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
I don't think it's from lack of caring. I just think he wants, succeed on your own merits, sort of thing.
Yeah, sure. Anyhow,
Well,
things
kid, I'm sure it's all going well. I mean, like, there's no way you're not going to turn that thing around into some sort of success, I'm sure.
Yeah, things have just been busy. That's all.
I'll see you tomorrow night. Sorry, not tomorrow night, but I'll see you soonish, I guess. I hear there's something big that's going to be going down, so I think everyone's going to be assembled sometime, I guess, in a few nights or so.
Sounds about right. Our mission's already completed as it is, so.
Wait, really? Nice. I heard they
been
give you
done.
like a time limit of weeks, and it hasn't even been 1 week yet.
4 days. This is day 5.
Yeah, you should be prouder about that.
It is what it is. It hit some personal territory.
Okay, well, I know the signs, kid. I'll shut up. Hope it's all nice and clear now, though.
Hopefully. I've got another little pest to deal with, so.
Well, I can't exactly overtly assist you, but if there's anything I could just, I don't know, accidentally bumble into, let me know.
Let me know where you like to pick up your nice fancy suits. I think they need a sponsorship.
I don't really do the fancy suits if I can help it, but I can probably get you where the big guy gets his.
Be good to know.
You remember from your own time during your sequestered training, usually when you needed a suit, a tailor was brought in. But where that tailor came from, well, that could be useful information.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, I believe that is where we will close it for tonight, unless there is something else.
Nope, that was fun.
Nope.
Alvin just
Okay.
resides in his solitude.
Well, I will apologize, though, for some time getting the ball rolling, but, that's what happens, I guess, when you go this long between games, and that's more my fault than it is your fault. So don't worry about it.
It's all good. It's still enjoyable.
Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we will be more on target next session, and I'm glad we got to have some nice interactions this session, even if I had to make up some sort of dude bro guy on the spot. I do wish I had switched back to Alvin and Pius a little quicker, so they could have been doing something in the interim. I really need a balance, like switching between y'all, so y'all get like a roughly equivalent amount of time available. But that's on my to work on notes. So
And some episodes are more about other characters, the way things go.
fair enough. In any case, as usual, it's time for XP. You obviously get the free one for the base, and as usual, I'm giving you the role-playing one. But starting from the right, Olivia. What did Olivia learn tonight?
There we go. Apparently my microphone does not work. That's what I learned. Actually, I have no idea what the fuck Olivia learned.
She's a voyeur.
What? Oh shit! Screw you, Anna. I fucking know who that was. Yeah, I guess that is true. Olivia kind of did learn that she could use her her ability to just be a voyeur.
Okay, good. Well, I'll take that. Okay, next up, we got Alvin. Alvin, what did Alvin learn tonight?
Not fucking shit.
Dang.
I got nothing.
Really? Because I thought you learned several things tonight, both as a vampire and as being Alvin. But sure. Last chance. Anyone?
I straight up did nothing this session, so
Okay, fair enough, I guess. Okay, well, I'll take that then. Okay. Ashley, what did Ashley learn this session?
Taking opportunities when they're put right in her damn face.
Fair enough. And last but by no means least, Pius. What did Pius learn tonight?
Well, he learned a few things. He has to be a little bit more communicating with his animal friends.
Yes, yes.
He wants to spend more time with Lynette, and he learned that these the real purpose behind the bangles. He kind of got a demonstration of the minor platoon down there of shamblers created by Lynette. And now he's ready to hit the books to learn his next stage of necromancy. Well, his
First
stage of
stage.
necromancy. First stage, yeah.
Excellent,
This was a
excellent.
learning experience as to what he can personally start doing.
Well, I've heard all sorts of crazy things you can do with some powers. I mean, that's just vampire disciplines in general. If you want to look up crazy uses of powers, by all means, go ahead. You'll find someone telling their own stories.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, in reverse order, Pius, name your MVP and why.
Ashley, because she grew up so gosh dang fast.
Okay, Ashley, your MVP.
I think Olivia. Just because she fucking made me laugh the whole time.
Okay, fair enough. Alvin, MVP.
Olivia brings the party. Literally where all the comedy came from this episode, whether it was what she was actually doing versus her side banter. Somebody's
Fair
got to have
enough.
their watchful guardian, and Olivia.
I mean, she did sneak pretty damn good too, and
Well,
wasn't caught.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I want to point out is even amidst all of the chaos and maybe just like not always knowing what's going on or what to do in a session, Olivia is always on point with like her mindset of she watches over the party, is there if you need her, and is usually the like ultimate wing person, and that just makes everything awkward right at the end to humble you.
She has the perfect wingman, for real. If you need a wingman, you can count on Olivia.
It was the same at the rave place. It's the same here at this date. Like,
the group comes together and reminisces on past experiences, and like in every shot, it pans into like the corner of the photo with Olivia peeking around a corner. She's always been there.
it's not even just that. It's just straight up like whenever Ashley is in a moment of stress or awkwardness, Olivia's still there, even if she's edging it on.
It's true. It is true.
She didn't edge on this stress this time, but not till the end.
It is the consistency that Olivia has, despite what you would imagine should be inconsistency.
She is the
She does her roles
extrovert.
of Malkavian very well. Yes.
She's the extrovert to Ashley's introvert.
All right, Olivia, MVP.
That would be Ashley because she had to endure Olivia during her.
Fair enough. I will once again give the point to both of you, but once we leave book one, that will no longer be a thing.
That's fair.
We'll have to do like
Okay,
what, like a roll off or something to see who gets it.
I might do that. I might just say no one gets the point. Who knows?
Okay.
Well, we will see. I might just
Yeah.
present myself as a tiebreaker. In any case,
I do want to say the real reason I'm giving Ashley the point too is because Anna did take the opportunity to do the scene and try to push her character to do something for
yeah,
it.
it's certainly
So
fair. Certainly fair. So, let me see.
hey, baby, oh baby, chicken, you want to be the tiebreaker? Who do you vote for? You vote for Mama, don't you? That's because you don't know anything.
You just hear like a then a
All
deep
right,
voice
that will be
Howard Stern.
yeah, that'll be 4 XP for Ashley and Olivia, 3 XP for Pius, and 2 XP for Alvin.
I did that.
Is there anything that anyone wants to buy tonight while we're all still here?
Mmm.
And that's assuming y'all have been keeping track of your experience, because I haven't been making sure you've been keeping track.
I have 100 points.
No.
Jeez.
I know, just
I haven't
teasing.
even-
Let's see. I know I updated it last time. Oop, I passed it. 8, 9, 10, 11,
Kita's
12.
whining.
The message pinned is accurate. So
Has it been updated from just now?
Yep.
Okay, but I think some people have actually spent XP. That doesn't count. Keep track of spent XP.
I put all
I
mine
do
in
not
my
keep track
journal.
of.
I have to go let my dog out. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Fair enough.
No, I don't keep track of spent
Yep.
experience.
I might need to have
so-
people register their spent XP and get that all sorted so it's all cleanly visible, just so we can keep track of it universally. But that's
I
something to
mean-
worry about in the interim time.
You've said before to post in their chats, their side chats, as to what they want to buy. So my recommendation would be that in each of their channels have a pinned expenditures post.
Oh, that's a fair thing. I'm sorry you didn't get much action tonight, Zeno.
It is what it is. I could have had way more if I had pushed for it, but I kind of shoved Ashley into the frying pan.
Yeah.
In fairness, what resulted was very amusing.
I only hoped to find information, and kind of came out a little head scratching. So it is what it is.
Indeed.
All right.
Double check, but by your pin note.
No, I'm going through
In any case.
everything right now.
Well, I will again, apologize for the slow start and kind of probably a bit of that, but I will try and make that better next time. Especially since we won't have to be spending too much time remembering what happened last time. And thank you for the save, and remembering the order in which things happened.
It didn't change too much of what we did after the fact. It was just one of those like, oh wait, what a second, I remember what happened now. There's the gears finally clicking in my head, going, wait a second, I remember this.
I just hope that assembling something of a reasonable recap helped everything along, because that's what I did for most of the. I also have, as I mentioned in your private chat, actual characters for each of the owners or representatives for each of the businesses on your street, so that segment is good to go.
Yep, I took a look at it and I was like, oh, that's neat. We'll get to that in the following days, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
I also saw law enforcement.
I will let you all go, though. Have a fantastic evening.
Mm-hmm.
And try not to become grandkids just yet. I mean, try not to have grandkids just yet.
We're already grandkids.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're already grandkids.
Yeah, the last one is, of course, directed to Amethyst and Belris, so, you two.
Yeah, no. Nope.
Just pull an Olivia and just be constantly sneak peeping around the corner at your kid and whoever they have in their room.
Oh, I was gonna say, they were in the living room and we have cameras, so they can't do anything. We have cameras in
Do they know you have cameras?
Oh yeah, they know. They know there's cameras there.
That just means that they need to figure out how to put it on loop.
Doesn't work as Ring. It's a Ring camera. So it's directly to my phone.
In any case, I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful